welcome to Tales of Terragia. I am your Dungeon Master and Cosmic Tour Guide, Nick Salentino, and these are 6 seafaring sailors. Say hi! Oh no, actually say ahoy, 6 seafaring sailors. Ahoy! It's become sort of a staple amongst the second law while you're at sea, so ahoy it is. Quick reminder to all our viewers out there that we have a Patreon, and it's out and proud and out there, and you go and submit to it, donate, and you can use one of our fantastic subclasses that we have homebrewed for this campaign. There's going to be more stuff coming at you and rewards coming to the Patreon all the time. We'll keep you updated on what it is. We've got spell lists, we've got cities and locations, we've got more homebrew stuff. All stuff that we will all shamelessly share with all of you, so keep an eye out for that. Yeah. But first, we've got some D&D to play and dice to roll. Woo! Last time, the second law set out from Port Kazushi aboard the Spirit of the Sapphire, a frigate with a charmingly quirky crew, on their venture to the heart of the ocean, a legendary archive of mythical relics. One such relic is the Shard of Immortality, which our party must keep out of the wrong hands. After fending off some jealous pirates and sailing past any potential family drama, you now set upon the Sapphire Sea. It's been less than a full day's travel, and already the Spirit of Sapphire has, the second law have encountered an honor from the hells, checking in on harmony, you constructed aquadynamic limbs for your friends, you've unleashed a squadron of fey pranksters aboard the ship, all within the first, 12 hours of being out in the ocean, so I'm thrilled to find out what the next few days have. With your heading only a few days of sailing away, only the gods know what could possibly happen next. Only now does it start to dawn on you just what lies ahead. You've got a few days out, but you start to think about what you know about where you're headed to, or rather, what you don't. You, for the most part, are kind of going in blind here. This is a place that is myth and legend, and people weren't even sure that it existed until Tem semi-confirmed it.
Close enough.
He's got a map. And also, what do you do when you get there? Are you going to take the shard, protect it, destroy it? What awaits you there? A warm welcome? Are you going to have to break in? All discussions that the second law might have time to discuss on a few days' travel while you're out in the ocean. But while you're out on the Sapphire Sea, second law, the crew of the Spirit of Sapphire escort you. They take care of any shipwreck stuff. Anytime that you are willing to pitch in, they're more than happy to take a break and let you pitch in. They sort of just wait to find out if you know how to do it or don't know how to do it. The moment anyone volunteers anything, the crew are quick to be like, thanks, and they will hand you the rope that they're holding, and they just leave and expect you to know how to cut it, right? So they're pretty trusting until anything goes wrong. But let's see. We've got pretty much the first sort of you've set out from Port Kazushi. You've had a day out, and it's went into night. You've had one night's rest. And today is your first full day out in the ocean. Anything you guys are wanting to do? There's plenty to do aboard the ship, and plenty of time to do it. You're just out on the ocean. As it turns out, the ship is not that big, and there's not too much to do. So how are you guys occupying your time?
I would keep practicing with Piccolo. Just our hide and seek game, and trying to start maybe casting cantrips or spells.
Give me an animal handling check with advantage.
Betrayed. 11.
11. I mean, taming and corralling Piccolo is already a bit of a challenge. But you do notice that ever since the incident the previous day where your mother spoke to you through Tem and you sent Piccolo off to sort of deliver a message to her in the Hells, since his return, he has been a bit more, not outright obedient, but he's more attentive.
Cooperative.
He's a bit more cooperative. There are certain things you're starting to like. You learn a bit more about Piccolo in the sense that like when you send him off to do things, he for the most part always returns with results. He also almost always gets distracted on the way and does something else as well. So you get the results, not in the timing manner that you want them, but there are results there, so he's getting a little bit better. You do get the feeling that he loves casting your spells through him. It's tricky the first couple of times because the first time you try it and you try doing a cantrip, he full on does the highest level spell that you have. It takes some reeling in every single the first couple of times it's like biggest orb of the delirium that you have, and she'll just like launch it out, and there's a couple times where there's a few close calls where there might be some collateral damage or crossfire, but for the most part you at least get a pretty good at least a slightly tighter hand on the leash for
yeah. I feel like at one point one of them something backfires or bounces back or something, and like it scares him, and he just like hellish rebukes on a pile of rope or something.
Yeah, he did the thing where like the cat scared itself and like immediately threw fire at it. There's a lot of that going on.
Just a little.
But any other particulars that you wanted to kind of like handle? It's gonna be a long few days of travel, so floor is open.
I feel like Tem could probably, at least in terms of like helping out on a ship, because I don't feel like, I'm sure his family encouraged him to like learn how to do, deckhand thing or like help out on a ship. Like if you're gonna be a part of, a ruling more militaristic society, like learning those things. I don't feel like he ever did, but Tem could probably like patch some sails or something like that and try and just integrate himself with the crew that way, specifically looking to kind of prove himself to, oh gosh, I have the Hadozi's name written down here somewhere. But
don't mess this up.
Grits.
Yes.
Trying to like show that he's a team player and like on everyone's side here, I think is kind of the performative aspect of that.
Specifically for Grits, give me a roll a d20, add your charisma modifier.
Okay.
Actually, give me with advantage. You're trying,
Putting on the riz.
yeah.
That's just a 12.
At one point, it sort of happens without you realizing it, but it is sort of a moment that you knew had to happen. The chances were impossible, but you were sort of like dreading it and hoping that it wasn't going to happen. But it sort of happened without you realizing it, where you are alone below decks and no one else is there but Grits.
Yeah.
And you're just sort of like in a weird quiet for a few moments before weirdly he breaks the silence as he kind of like glances over at you and you're mending something, whether it be helping around the ship or on a personal project. It's up to you. But he doesn't get up or anything, but he's across the below decks organizing something, and he just sort of like speaks out loud and just says, "You're not like the other Loxodon that I've met,
Well, that's not surprising, unfortunately, I think. But yes, I try and do my best in the world.
I mean, to be fair, the other Loxodon weren't bad either. There've been Loxodon in the colony before, in the canopy. They're always, no offense, bit pushy, but real smart. When they first came to the canopy, they were talking things and sharing cultural pillars and just societal improvements. And then they came that second time, and it was different. It's like we were told that there was an emergency. And it happened so fast, they were all just suddenly there among us, and they kept saying that it was an emergency, something was wrong, and they were here to fix it. And we didn't realize until it was too late that the emergency was that we just weren't them. And they saw that as an emergency, as a problem. It's not even like they took anything. It's like someone has moved into your house and you suddenly have no say about what goes where or who says what or who's allowed to do things. I can't really be a hypocrite and criticize you. I'm not on zone yet. I left. I'm not fighting a good fight or nothing, so look, there's no hard feelings or nothing like that.
Well, I appreciate that, and I know that it's nothing compared to what you all have gone through, but even amongst my own people, I know that feeling of you not really having a say or being in control. It's sort of a lack of agency, and it's not for trying either, even if you speak up, even if you say, well, why? They just don't seem to care. So.
It's weird. It's like they always were talking like they knew best. And it's not like they were even wrong on a lot of stuff. A lot of the stuff that the Loxodon did when they first came in, when the parade first came to the colony, they fixed things. They taught us things. And then it's just all the things that were us and not them were just slowly pushed to the fringes until they were gone. So I left.
Well, I'm sorry you had to leave because of my people.
What is that why you left? I'm not stupid. I know that not all Loxodon are the same.
Well,
We're not. All the Hadozi aren't the same.
exactly. Everyone is an individual, but I left to hopefully be able to return and make Zonir a more accepting place and less of a authoritarian presence for the rest of the society with that surround the parade. It's not something that I'm very proud of, and when I did leave, things were ongoing, but it seems to have gotten a lot more intense since I've been gone. And being at the port and seeing that worship, it definitely it's a bit more pervasive than I thought it had been.
Well, if you go back and you do something, hope it works.
Well, if it does, I hope you can return and feel more comfortable being back on the island.
Maybe. I never really thought that I would go back. But
Everyone deserves a home, but if you found yours here, that's good too.
that's sort of the nice thing about Captain Shia. She's pretty good at taking in. He like sort of leans over, and then you also lean and look down the hall and see Pogo just like sitting in a corner, and he's got like he told you earlier he was gonna go prep dinner, and kind of lean and see down the hallway. He's sitting on the floor with a cooking pot in his lap, overturned, and he's just hitting it with a spoon. And then he sort of like leans back, like
Pogo.
Captain finds a lot of. She's got a soft spot for oddballs, I think. We've had all kinds on this ship.
Well, you got a few more now as well, so thank you.
Yeah, this is gonna be one of the more interesting ones. I can honestly say we've never had an automaton hedgehog or a giant rabbit on our ship.
Well, there's a first time for everything. So, well, thank you, and I appreciate this.
Yeah, I just felt like I needed to say something. I didn't want you thinking I was going to slit your throat in the night or something like that.
Nope, definitely don't want that, and wasn't thinking it, but it just I never wanted to impose, and
And I would never do that. And you see that he sort of he's trying to like put a button on the conversation, and you see that he uses the very dexterous hand-like toes on his feet to like pick up a dagger, and he flips it in his hands. Like, I use my feet, not my hands.
Wonderful.
Pretty handy.
If you have anything that needs mending, clothes or otherwise, please let me know. It is a specialty of mine.
Yeah, I mean, I won't lie. You and your friends are the best smelling group we've ever had on the ship.
Us.
Obviously.
Us.
I have a lot of lotions, so also if you need anything to moisturize, it's got some wrinkles that gotta be taken care of for loxodons. It's kind of part of our thing. So
Yeah, it's the same. He kind of like just rubs like the kind of like thick half like layer of fur that he sort of has kind of on himself. Like it's tangled with the sea air and everything. It's a lot.
well, yeah, just let me know, and I'll go get some fresh air. I've been down here for a while, so.
Yeah. And thanks for not being like one of them.
Thanks for keeping an open mind.
Literally kind of like do that thing where he sort of awkwardly stands there.
Yeah,
before
I
just
awkwardly stand and
like
just like rotate around each
Yeah.
other, and
it's that thing where like neither of us need to leave this room. But we both want to.
And they do the stretch, put the hands on the back. And
Yeah.
Well.
I'm gonna count the cannonballs.
Yeah.
I guess I'll let you go.
Were you gonna? No.
Okay.
Oh, you're also walking this way?
Anything else on your journey?
I think Anara will definitely, if she can be useful as like a lookout, she's very good at perception and stuff, so she'll offer to take shifts up in the crow's nest.
You see the person's primary job is Laura, the half-elf kind of young woman that's there, who is like the rest of the crew. Anytime you offer your services, she's happy to just clap you on the shoulder, like, thanks, and that's the last you see her for a few hours. Which is fine.
So I'll spend some of my time doing that. I also wanted to, when there's a moment, catch the captain at some point, which is either like not steering the ship, which has a moment to talk.
Yeah. There are plenty of times, like I said before, Captain Shiesh is very hands-on she's at the helm a lot, but she's, again, a very kind of like boisterous person. The moment that something catches her attention that isn't the horizon, she will just leave the helm, and her first mate Fernando has to quickly jump in and start piloting, and she'll start around the ship. She's, you can tell that she and Shanty, the tabaxi bard aboard the ship, are the primary facilitators of the crew's morale. They're very loud and very joyous all the time. But yeah, easily you're able to catch them one moment alone at one point.
Yeah, so I'll catch her when she has a moment and just ask her, you've been sailing these seas for a long time now? You know the coasts and the geography of the coasts well? What do you mean?
I would think so. I've been on the Sapphire Seas for almost 3 decades now. And before that, and she kind of like flicks little like kind of sea triton ears that she has. And before being on the sea, I was beneath it.
Wow, interesting. People live under
Oh
the
yes.
sea?
Under? There's
Does he?
The sea?
Downwards, where?
Life's better downwards.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I've heard that before.
I didn't see.
She springs into like a mini monologue of like there are like wonders down there. There are creatures of immense size, and she starts to blow your mind with little mini facts where things that don't register in your mind. Where it's like, what do you mean no one knows where the bottom is, or what do you mean that it just goes forever? Some things just don't make sense.
Yeah.
But she's happy to boast about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Anara sort of heard about the ocean, but has never seen it. So
Yeah.
it's being on the ocean, being so far away from land, probably for the first time ever, is very freaky for her. But at some point, she'll maneuver the conversation around and see if she's heard of. I mean, I'll get the map out that I got from the.
From the yes.
From the guy with the tattoo that we met on the village on the way to
Yes.
Fort
The lizard folk who was
Yeah, so I have this map, and so I'll kind of bring it out and say, as someone who's, the spirit of the sapphire, this is the Sapphire Sea, or at least to the east. I have these locations that in this map that I found. Do you know anything about what might be at these towns or ports or?
She like kind of snatches a little bit, looks
so I'll kind of hand it
over.
over and just say obviously right now we have this goal, which is our current heading. But once we have dealt with our business there, I would be very curious to know if you know anything about, are there landmarks in these places? Are they used for anything? Have you been there?
She kind of like points to the two furthest these two furthest left here. Can't say I recognize that. No port or anything
But
there.
the middle one.
Middle one, yeah, it was a smuggler's little cove where smugglers would used to trade things.
Things?
I mean, it hasn't been a popular site since the Queen of Abelthal has done a little purging of the sea's ne'er-do-wells. But in its heyday, that was a prime spot for
Is it a cave? Is it a tower? Is it a?
Just a little cove, a little inlet. Can't really see it from the sea. It just looks like the shore. But if you head a little bit north, there's a little bit of a river that kind of creeps in to a small cove that's hidden beneath or behind a sort of ridge. So basically, if you're looking at the shoreline, it looks like the shore. But if you kept going around, there's a little kind of back inlet to a little inlet.
And in that location, some ships would do trade of various kinds. Hidden trade.
Of all kinds.
And how long since it's been used?
Can't say myself. I haven't been there for about.
Well, no, I wasn't meaning to suggest that you.
Oh,
this
I've been
ship
there.
Would be involved.
I've been there a number of times. She fully starts she starts to go into
I just want her to confess it.
more mini monologues, but it's more kind of like she goes into more kind of daring adventures of like eluding pirates and like there was like a whole swarm of sharks that like nearly took off Pogo's leg that one time, and she goes into that a little bit. But I haven't been there myself in about 7-8 years. We're in a bit more of legitimate business nowadays.
And so you would say that the business that would traverse through this particular port or inlet cove was not legitimate. Behind the door.
Well, not all of it.
And these other two, nothing in those locations that you know of?
Can't say no. I mean, we've passed those shores many a time.
Any landmarks at either of them? Tower or village?
She takes like a close look at the map. She's gonna do a quick. Looks at the map again. I mean, no, that's nothing particularly interesting at either of these locations.
Well, thank you. Depending on how things go, when we reach our current destination, would passage to one of these locations be something that you also able to offer afterwards?
She like starts laughing a little bit. I've told you, you've got coin, you've got a ship. I just think it's hilarious. I have no idea what you group are up to, but sailing out into the middle of the ocean under mysterious circumstances, looking for something of, I believe your larger gray friend said something of religious importance, and now you come in with a map with a pirate trading code marked upon it. You are an interesting group.
We, yeah, we found each other in Port Elsewhere 2 weeks ago, and each of us has things that are important to us, and right now we're helping our Loxodon friend with his religious mission. But subsequent to that, we may be interested in. Well, I'm
Wouldn't be
searching
our first time.
searching for someone. My guess is that they may have been traded through this location by.
You say
Right,
that,
so-
and her demeanor like drops a little bit, slightly more serious, before she kind of like takes a moment to think, and then turns back to you. Now there are things that like go in and out of that cove. People, certainly. There hasn't been a buying or selling of people in quite some time, at least in the network that I still keep. There are only things that I know about are willing smugglings, in which the person being traded or transferred is a willing participant. Is that something you might be chasing, or
Escape from
well, perhaps maybe it's someone just trying to get out of Dodge or getting out of town real quick, or needs to leave Abendfall very quickly, something like that. We've had the occasional guess.
yeah, no, I don't think the person in question would have been by choice, but I don't know any more information than these locations. So what you've told me already is very helpful. Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Absolutely. We appreciate your business, and if you do want to go pirate hunting after whatever this is done, then just say the word. It's a hobby of mine.
That's good to know. It would be good to have an ally if we need it. But you know, I don't know what all my friends' next plans are going to be, but this is one that we may not be too far away from
Certainly.
geographically. Thank you, and I don't want to take you from important business of pointing the ship where it's supposed to go.
Oh, right, about that. She like kind of almost forgets and goes head back to the helm. Yeah. She is able to at least sort of give you a slight reassurance on one of those locations.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Hey, Nik-Nak. You gave me this Mall of the Ram last time. This big old thing. As much as fun as this would be to smash things around, do you think maybe we can make something smaller? Maybe make 2 hammers out of this, so we can both maybe do things together, or maybe you can have one to use and work on.
Yeah, I mean, I could try and like reassemble, disassemble it, make it smaller at least. I
Basil mentions 2 hammers, and Sledgehog perks up and his eyes light up, and he looks over, and his little hands become 2 hammers. And he looks at them and sort of makes a "but look how small they are" face at you.
Sledge has a point.
I mean, it's worth it. I mean, if you want to try and have any extra material left over, it could be useful.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Actually, if you're not using it for anything in particular, yeah.
I mean, I thought we could maybe try to help you with like blacksmithing with it, but this is like too big.
Too big,
And,
yeah.
I might hit the ceiling or something.
Yeah, working on the leg was a little.
Yeah. So I think maybe a little smaller might be better.
Sure,
More focused, like Anara thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can go to work on that probably tonight. Actually, that would be something good to occupy my time. I was wondering if you wanted to maybe take the leg of yours for a test run.
I guess whenever we're not moving too quickly.
Yeah.
But-
When the winds kind of die down a little bit.
You mean a test swim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I would if he's down.
Yeah, I guess
When the
let's,
wind-
let's go find Shiesh and
Yeah,
see if we
yeah.
can take a moment.
Let's see if this.
Absolutely.
So like maybe like when the wind is dying down, like when the ship is going a little bit slower, we like take hops to the back of the ship.
Yeah, just have a quick moment of like a Titanic moment
Yeah,
together,
yeah.
and then it just swan dive straight down.
Before he goes down though, I will like come up to him and be like safety first, and I'll take my gun out and point it at his head.
What?
And then I'll just like take my other finger and like roll it around the inside of like the barrel, and then and it will go. And a little like you know those like bartending guns with like the smoke thing.
Yeah.
So a bubble will come and it will go over his head, and I'll cast air bubble on his head and just pull it away.
You have a little like cartoonish like just Bugs Bunny bubble of air.
What are the
What's the
chances
water
that I would
looking
see
at?
Nik-Nak and
Yo,
Basil
I've
like,
made-
Yeah, we're just
maybe
fucking
in the
around.
back of the
They're
ship
just
like,
fucking-
ready, let's go!
We
It's like sure, and I
like,
was like, okay.
I'll make the pause for it while we watch this or
Fuck,
something.
you shoot me off board.
Should someone supervise them?
Who has the
Not me.
water
I'm not getting
thing?
close to the water.
I've got it.
He's got it.
Yeah.
That's a different thing that you have.
Yeah.
So I'm fine. I'm super
You have that
fine.
ready?
I have the,
I mean, we're
Mantle.
certainly not being like sneaky about this.
No,
If
yeah.
anyone sees me like
Oh yeah,
into the
Temple had dropped his sewing project. And,
they're like holding goggles and like, we're like running it.
Yeah.
Anyone who like runs up and like, oh these two certainly should not be doing this unsupervised. Like run up to the ship, and Captain Shiesh is there, just leaning and watching this, and just out of like just sheer curiosity, being like, I wonder if they're going to kill themselves.
Are you?
Well, no, don't leave them. Don't leave them behind. Don't leave them behind.
I'm
No.
telling you. I'm telling you.
Fernando, way
It's
anchor.
the only way he'll learn.
Well, I think someone should maybe keep an eye on Basil. So I have Selka's like cloak,
Oh,
the
yeah.
mantle. So I just kind of like flourish it a little bit, and then like my kind of webbing gets between my fingers, and like some fins kind of on my arms and stuff, and like little like gills, I think. And I'll just sit. I'll keep an eye on
Be
it.
ready. Yeah. Be
Because
ready.
you dove in, right? Dove into the water.
Oh yeah. I dove in,
Actually-
or like I was diving, and then Nik-Nak's like bullet shot like shoots me off board basically. Ready.
You'll be fine.
Shiesh kind of walks over to you and leans down. She's like, "Oh, we'll shoot him out of the cannons next time if you want to try."
Oh, you should have said that in the beginning.
We could just try and outrun her.
She like looks at you,
It'd be good for-
looks over to the
it'd
helm,
be
and
good
just
for his
starts
training.
slowly inching her way over towards it. Like kind of just gently nudges Fernando away from the helm before like taking it, turning it slightly.
Are you paddling above water or underwater?
Yeah. How's it going?
I imagine it's like I'm like above it, and then just like behind me is just like electric like jolt boost, just like paddles of just like evil kind of like
Okay.
pattern behind my legs is just coming.
Got this
towards me.
pace.
I'm like on the ledge, like waiting, and if
Why you
just
going
to
so
make sure
slowly?
Basil
Why
doesn't
you
go
going so
underwater or
slowly?
anything.
Is it
And I like pull just like random like
You can do
ripcords out
it.
of
It's
my
very
leg.
slow. It's very slow.
Anybody got a rope?
You good, Basil? Do we? Oh, that's true. I don't. How high up is the back of
We can't
the?
control the
Yeah,
wind, Basil.
how
We
far
can't
away would
control the
Basil be
wind.
from us?
The back is it's a frigate, so it's a pretty decent sized
range
ship.
check.
Going like 150 feet.
The
Just
absolute
like,
like top of the back of the ship
Well,
is
well,
about
well,
20 feet from like the surface of the ocean,
Okay.
and then Basil's probably
Immediately, Anara's
Like-
memory goes back to the big pictures you saw her in the
with
bar.
the tentacle,
With the tentacles.
yeah,
Okay.
giant ocean.
Terrible idea.
Crazy.
What was I thinking?
Actually, I don't think I even need to jump in for this, and then I'm just gonna animate object on a pile of rope and send it down after Basil. Actually, I don't really want to redo my hair before dinner, so. And and then I'll have the rope go down and grab him and bring him back.
Oh, this is great. You can you can like do like a, what is it called when you're on the back of the boat?
Towing?
Surfing.
Well, yeah, but
Oh,
like
jet
water
ski.
skiing?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, if the boat would be fast enough for, well, I don't know how fast
Basil's light.
most of the time went. So
I guess
you're
that you're
saying it's on
He
the
said- he
wind.
said it's a fast ship.
Depends on the wind. Yeah.
Your swimming speed is your running speed, essentially. But don't you also have to dash with it or something?
No, it just gives you an innate swimming speed equal to your walking speed.
Okay.
If you do dash using your swimming speed,
Oh.
you cannot
have
stop
to go the
between
full-
the 30
You have to
and
use
60.
all of
You
it.
have to do all
Yeah,
60.
so-
Oh, okay.
If
so
the
if
space allows,
if
you
I'm
have-
in
you will continue.
dashing need at this moment, I will be dashing, swimming, and as my like scarf is also blowing, using that to then double dash as much as I need to. Yeah.
He's doing great.
Look at him. That's
And
a
then
board
the
swimmer.
rope is just coming down.
The rope kind of like lowers in, like wraps around you, and like pulls you up, and like, puts you back on the deck of the ship. And it definitely is one of those moments where you see a cat or a dog wet for the first time, where you don't realize like, oh, it was like 75% fluff, and you're just a
Yeah.
weird little rat
Yeah,
thing.
it's a very
and all.
weird, scrawny, like.
Yeah.
Oh.
How did it
How do you hold
feel?
your, how do you hold your sword?
It felt great. It was fun.
It's good to know that it works.
It works. It works great.
I'm just gonna go pop the bubble.
Yeah.
Dispel the thing on him.
Can you put the bubble on all of us, or is it one person at a time?
I might be able to put it on everyone, or at least more than one person, after I mess with the spell for a little bit. But as of right now, only got enough juice for one.
I think that was
Just good to know, just in
Yeah.
case we need
Yeah,
someone to be able to swim or something.
successful experiment.
Nice. Well, I'm glad that it works.
Another genius invention. I Nik-Nak.
So I'll get to work on this hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if Sledge can take some upgrades or have some maybe extra some bullets or something. It's made of silver, so it could be useful.
It is.
Yeah, the whole thing is.
How did I miss that?
Why did I?
I don't. Is silver a good
Just
construction
so
metal? I don't think it is.
I don't know.
Probably made.
I mean,
It's
it-
quite soft.
It's-
In terms of like mysticism, it's handy.
But like silver weapons.
I love this.
Yeah,
How
silver
it's
weapons.
how this is a big made.
You know when things are silver.
So yeah, I mean, actually, probably with the last half of the day after the successful leg test, I'll work on those. I will ask, did you specifically want something for it, or did you just sort of like?
If two hammers would be cool, so either we can both have them, or Sledge can have an upgrade, or
All right, cool.
that could be fun.
So I'll try and disassemble, or like reassemble, whatever the word would be, for to make them into two smaller hammers.
Okay.
It would be kind of cool if Sledge could get an upgrade, if that's possible. If not, then maybe just two actual hammers that we could work with. That'd be nice.
I say, I mean, just in terms of like as a craftsman, choose which one of the two projects you want to pursue, and then we'll have you do a roll to see how well.
Okay.
You don't have to choose right this moment, but
Okay. Well, I mean, let's try and get Sledge some better hammers. I guess.
Yeah.
roll. For you, it would be like an Arcana check, but it's,
Okay. Would I be able to use my Smith's tools?
Yes, it would be like a Tinkery Tools or Smith's Tools check.
Okay, cool.
So add your intelligence modifier and your proficiency, and double it if you have expertise in those tools.
Okay, I have like right tool for the job or something as.
Oh, then yes,
So,
you
okay,
have.
so that would be intelligence modifier, proficiency, and a d20.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Infinity. 24.
24. Absolutely. There's it starts off as sort of like a daunting task only because the hammer is 3 times as big as you are. So it's even Basil like handing you like, here you go, you're like, thanks, as it flattens you. But after like working with it, you're able to sort of like
Oh, button. Quick, you want to read it again?
Oh, yeah.
if you're able to like do an investigation of this weapon and you sort of break it down to its rudimentary enchantments, and you're able to like, oh, fuck this, and just able to kind of dispel that. You're able to get a good look at the metal. Oh, I can work this. I will say with a check like that, I'll get you. I'll get you details, but we will update Sledge a little bit.
Okay,
His
cool.
weapons will be considered magical and silver.
Oh, nice.
So
That's perfect. That's awesome.
That'll be good. And we'll probably add a little bit to the damage as well, but I'll get back to you.
He's got shiny hammers
Yeah.
now.
Sledgehog silver hammers.
Sledgehogs over hand.
Fastest in the West.
At one point during the night, as you're just sort of like up late scurrying around doing cobalt things, you remember a tool that you need, and you scurry over to the craftsman bag and rummage around in it, and there is a small crumpled ball of paper at the bottom of the bag.
Oh, jeez.
That has like, it's so fresh that like the edges of it are like a bit singed and still smoke a little bit. There's a little ball of like crumpled up paper at the bottom of the bag.
What does it say?
In Draconic. Ready for test run. Awaiting orders, command.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. I'll just flip it over, and
Let's see.
Well, actually, I won't respond. I won't respond just yet. I think I'll wait on that real quick. But I will go tell. Is it like nighttime? Is people asleep?
Yeah, I just for this narrative moment, it's late tonight when you are working on
Yeah.
the.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think in the morning I'll go and tell Basil.
Okay. Yeah. You'll stew on it for a bit.
Yeah. Just pace.
It's not bad news. It's good.
It's good news.
Anything else anyone want to do or have anything in mind before we move on to day 2?
Zakai's just so, I think, bored on ship. I think he's like a little stir crazy, and he feels so weird and off being on board. So he's gonna go bug people just random moments, and he's just looking for stimulation. He just conversation.
What else is new?
He does a lot of like climbing the ropes and like dumping little piles of sand places in case he has to. He's like, gotta be ready.
You find that seems to be the thing that occupies your time the most. And if at first it's frustrating, but then it sort of becomes a little game where you've strategically done that, where you head around the boat like, well, maybe there's an attack on this side, so you leave a pile of sand and you go away. But the next time you come back, that pile is gone, and you just see Pogo with a broom swabbing the deck. So you leave another one.
You know what?
Leave.
It's the
Come
cat
back,
game.
it's gone. You go down below decks where you left one, it's gone. Pogo's cleaned it. And like I said, it's frustrating. You're like fucking Pogo, and then after a few hours, it's now become almost a game. But give me
I
an
love it.
insight check real quick.
That is good. Ooh. That is 26.
26. There's plenty of like opportunity to pester your friends around on the ship, the members of the crew.
On the crow's nest.
I'll find
They're
you.
always happy to come up.
I'll find you.
There's I mean, Pogo is an endless source of. Well, I don't know about entertainment, but
Conversation.
Conversation.
Restart.
He just sort of like goes in a loop if you have him to. I will say that with that high an insight check, you can always spot those lingering glances, and you notice that Laura, the half-elf girl crew member, between running around and following Fernando's orders or running around and cleaning up the messes that Pogo have left, you notice throughout the day that you will occasionally look over, and it's one of those ones where you catch her looking at you before she kind of does the little turn.
Done it again.
Did you say I done it again?
Yeah. I wooed the heart of some poor lass. Well, I should go talk to her. I'm just gonna go entertain myself with a conversation with her randomly.
At first, you kind of go to where her usual spot is. She's usually the navigator and lookout, so she's usually at the crow's nest. You head up there, talk to her. It's Anara. She's
Hey!
Want to chat? Or you have something to do?
No, I came to talk to you, of course. Do you have room? I'm gonna
Yeah, no, you
climb in. Hey.
She went that way.
her first response. She went that way.
Good. Hey, okay.
Yeah. No,
Yep.
but I'm fine. I'm just looking out.
Yeah, you seen anything good?
No, but I did.
It's a lot of
learn-
blue.
I learned a little bit about this map.
Different shade of blue up top,
This kind of
shade of blue on bottom.
this map. I just
Oh. Wait, what'd you find?
Remember?
Wait, what'd you find? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I found out that this middle. This is like an inlet or a cove, a secret cove, where they used to do
Oh.
illicit trade.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I'm thinking that maybe after we're done with the heart of the ocean, assuming that we survive and everything goes well, we can check it out. I think my brother may have been traded through that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's bring it to the
You look
group.
distracted. Is there someone else you wanted to talk to?
No. No. It's really fun up here, actually.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
Yeah.
I can nearly see all the way to the horizon. It's amazing. There's nothing here. Wherever I've been, there's been like mountains to look at, forests.
You know what? I think I am gonna head.
Yeah.
I-
Just keep looking out. Yeah.
I'll see ya. I'll catch ya. I can start climbing.
Bye.
Anara,
I'll keep looking out.
I keep climbing down.
If I see Zakkai, like, I'm kind of, as I'm waiting for Piccolo to reappear, I'm like, he didn't really do what I told him to that time. And then I look up and I just watch Zakkai go up because I know it's Anara up there. And then like 30 seconds later, he starts to climb
so
back
quick.
down.
Absolutely.
So quick.
And like when you're like a little bit ways down, maybe not that high, like 15 feet or something from the floor, I'll just like, Zakkai, you wanna try something?
What?
And then I'm gonna with my like lyre just play a little tune and open like a door on the deck of the ship underneath him.
Sounds really nice.
And, wait, hold on, let
What?
me make the other one.
What?
And then I'm gonna make the next. There's like a kind of house section,
What are
right?
you doing?
Yeah.
So I just want to make it on the like upright wall. I'm trying to test something. I want to see how momentum carries over from different angles with the doors.
I don't know what you said, but okay.
Jump through the door.
Wait, okay, the one that's right below me?
Yeah, it'll put you
Alright.
out over next to Laura.
Oh, shortcut. I let go.
You're like, oh,
Don't worry.
give me dexterity saving
Yeah, I'll put the
throw.
other one right next to Laura.
We're in Portland right now.
Yeah.
Okay, 17.
17.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have to factor in that the ship is moving as well too.
I think
So
relatively
same
we all
speed as when
move
you're
in
falling.
Yeah.
the same bubble together. I think that's how it
Magic.
works.
You fall in the same speed.
A wizard did it. I don't have to
Wizard
explain
did
shit.
Yeah.
Momentum is
In magic.
You would still fall in the hole.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh,
And you'll go
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Correct.
Relatively,
Right.
I'll
So with-
skip the rest of this class.
With a roll
The
like
physics
that,
classes, yeah.
with a roll like that, it's surprisingly the lack of earth that helps you in this situation. When you fall through the hole, and normally you would shoot out this other one, and the perspective of your connection to the ground would shift like that. But there's ground is so far from you right now that you just have to rely on just reflexes, and thankfully you've got pretty good reflexes. So you just fall through the hole and are suddenly no longer falling, but just sort of half falling / running forward. That you have to sort of like skid yourself to a stop before you almost fall into that same hole again and about to fall through.
Oh no, it's a
Whoa.
loop.
But yeah,
Oh.
you're able to skid to a stop right before falling in.
If I spot this from the top, I'm like, I want to do it.
You should do it. You should do it.
Maybe we should
Yeah.
practice in case we all have to do this at some point.
That was really cool. We should try that
Okay.
again.
Maybe if you kind of belly flop through the door on the deck, then you'll just have to be ready to run when you
So, like-
come out the other door. So just start running in the air as you. I was like, just belly flop off the crow's nest through the doorway and run in the air until you.
Yeah.
I'll try it again.
Okay, yeah.
I start
yeah.
reclining.
Someone needs to look
We've
out.
got an hour.
We'll just keep doing this nonsense. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, I'll try it too. It's just because it stays open as long as we want, so or 10 minutes or something. But
How
And then, yeah.
how high up are you gonna jump down into it?
like,
or you
I'm
just,
gonna start at 10 feet.
okay.
I'll just climb up a little bit.
Non-damageable.
You climb up. I feel like you start going up first, and then I'm right behind you, but then I stop way before you. Like while you're
Okay.
still
And do the
going,
hop in.
and then I just kind of just try it with like, like.
It's really not so bad if you. Oh.
with a few little like steps.
Because it's not that high, you do kind of like go through it. You
like 10 feet. Maybe.
you almost face plant, kind of like going through. You do your sort of like run in the air as you kind of fall. It's just the momentum doesn't work that way. But it's sort of as you kind of come out, you do the moving legs are at least enough to sort of catch you before you just face plant right on. it.
Yeah.
So you are able to at least kind of get through. From 10 feet, it's like there's no roll.
Okay. Maybe try to keep your body at a little more of an angle so that your feet go through for a little bit before the rest of you.
Okay. All right.
Acrobatics. Shit.
I'll put a spin on it. So I'll try to time it so that like my feet are going in at an angle that I'm like, whoa,
Okay.
and so I can kind of catch myself as I'm
Yeah.
flopping through. There's still a deck save.
Acrobatics check.
Oh, acrobatics check. It's 13.
13. You jump from higher this time, so the landing is a little bit smoother, where you kind of like jump through. It's luckily not a full like face plant or anything, where you just like jump through and come out. You fall in, come out, and you try to do the run to catch yourself, but your feet aren't touching the floor. You're still a bit too high, and the momentum is too fast. Eventually, you sort of like catch yourself. It's tricky. With a 13, you at least keep yourself from falling flat on your face. It's not at all graceful, but it's at least something.
I think we can perfect this
Okay.
later.
Yeah.
That one was kind of scary. I might need to take a break.
How long's the door gonna be
It
there
disappears.
for?
It's a minute. But
You hear like
Be good,
the disappearing of the door.
That was cool though. That was really fun.
You hear the disappearing of the door, and then from where it was on the wall over there, you hear like a "Ugh!" and you see like Pogo, who is standing up against it, kind of like was looking at it, and it closes, and he turns around, and he has one hand, and then a sleeve just ends the other way. Oh, sorry, man.
Oh my gosh.
Pogo.
That's a neat
how we
trick.
just named the crew.
That's a neat trick, man.
Thanks.
She's full of a lot of neat tricks.
Do another one.
Okay. I'll just bring another rope to life and have it act like like a cobra, where it just kind of like I'll try to have it hypnotize him, where it just like goes back and forth, and then I just watch him like.
He's there for a good 10 minutes. Just kind of, as long as you have the rope going, he's there to.
Snake charmed him.
Wow.
That's
That's really.
sadly impressive.
It was very effective. I didn't expect it to be quite as effective as it is. But
I mean, we could keep him occupied for like an hour. Like
that's
this.
true. Wait, maybe we can make him just like walk around the boat. Follow it.
Just start like moving the rope like backwards and see if he follows.
He takes a couple steps forward. This rope's weird, man.
I don't know how good
We
I
should
feel
follow
about
it.
this.
I help Pogo just walk it around the boat.
Reverse
Take
walking
it for
across.
walkies.
Yeah, we're just hanging out. Actually, I will strike a conversation. It doesn't have to be RP, but just saying hi to the guy. Sure, he seems nice enough.
I mean,
There to go.
I'm curious as to what you do ask him, because he just sort of like is very just unless you ask him a specific question.
How long you been on the boat?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
You don't know? Oh
It's been a
man.
while.
They all
Keep that up.
They all blend
they
together.
blend together, huh?
Yeah.
How old were you when you got on the boat?
I was like 86, man.
You were like, that's wild. You don't look a day over. How old does he look?
I mean, he's like, He's a gnome, so he like have
Yeah.
naturally longer lifespan.
Right. Okay.
But he
Yeah.
looks like late 40s, early 50s.
Yeah.
Like, very
Whoa.
like scraggly hair, like big thick glasses, long mustache, and big like
Just
bulbous.
Yeah.
Right out of his mind.
Yeah.
The sea's been good to you, my friend.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
like it.
Yeah, it's. I don't. I hate it actually.
Why?
How long do these trips usually last?
Depends on where you're going.
Well, we're going to the middle of the ocean. What would you say about that?
Long time. Man.
Yeah, how long? Too long.
That's
Too
far.
long. I like to keep my feet on the ground, the solid ground, personally. But you know.
Oh.
You come back around to the same spot on the deck again, and as you, I'm just like, I don't know if this. I think this conversation might be making you less smart as you go.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, you should look into that, man.
You know what? I should. I'm gonna go do that right now. Good talking to you.
We'll just leave
All right.
the
The
rope
rope
there
can.
with him.
Yeah, that's a
He
good idea.
has like an hour.
I'm gonna check this out. We keep
Yeah,
following
you
the
should
road.
go. Figure out that. Let me know later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just follow it.
Well, he's been here for an indiscriminate amount of time. He thought he got on the ship at like
You know,
8 in his A's.
I'm glad that he's so happy.
Nah,
That's, you know, that's good for him.
he seems like a nice guy.
I was also thinking, you know, we maybe don't have to do it today if it's like later in the afternoon or something, but maybe tomorrow we should have everyone get together and maybe have like a strategy session. Also, like maybe a little show and tell. I know that I have a lot of stuff in my bag that I think we haven't really thought about in a while.
Oh. Okay.
And we could probably like maybe Nik-Nak could kind of put some stuff together,
Yeah.
and maybe we can do a little. You know, this could be a pretty big milestone for us. You know, we don't really know what we're getting into, and most likely Kuvo will be there. So
Yeah.
I think that this would
you're
be
right.
a good time to get some plans put in place.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of thought that you had a better idea of what was going on. I just thought we were just heading to this ocean thing.
Well,
was
we're kind of more onto
a more
Tim's
of a
thing
plan.
now.
No, right. I just thought you understood it. I've been kind of confused because I thought maybe we had coordinates, but I just don't think I get the like
Yes.
divinity
Yes and no. I think
aspect
from
of it.
I don't. It's not the same type of magic that I'm like familiar with, but
Right,
as much as I
same.
can, I
Mine's
can.
even.
I can kind of gather what I can from what Tem says and kind of put it into a little bit of like a framework that I understand. But
Mm.
I mean, it's
Well, I
it's kind of
trust him.
different
I
types
mean,
of magic.
He's
So
never let us down, and he's
oh no.
saved our asses so many times.
Well, and I know he's just as motivated to find the heart of the ocean as we are. So I'm not
I'm
worried
sure.
about that.
Sure, more so,
But
right?
yeah, maybe
Help
maybe
talk to
he'll
his
want to do
goddess.
maybe he might even want to do another like meditation session, see if we get any more guidance or
I don't know how he does
a
that.
vision or something like that.
Yeah, but you're right. I think we should get everyone together.
Well, what is it, late afternoonish, maybe
Yeah.
almost dinner time or something?
Yeah. These scenes are kind of free
Yeah,
flow.
yeah.
They're just,
Well,
it's travel time.
Let's do it maybe tomorrow after breakfast, so we have a full day. We can practice anything if we need to practice things.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good to me.
And I'll mention it, when we get to dinner, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there he goes.
Playing music.
Come back, you.
Piccolo comes back.
Awesome. If not anything that, we can move on to the next day of travel if you'd like. Unless anyone else wants to do anything specific, or we can handle it the next day. Well, handle it the next day. Move on to the next day of travel.
Nice dinner, everybody. All right, let's go
Yeah,
to bed.
play some
All right,
music.
great.
Yeah, let's all
Let's
talk
meet
tomorrow.
up,
Yeah.
Brecky. Cool. How was your day? It was great.
I will say,
You
I shot off the moon.
over like dinner and mealtime, just even going off of the previous roll, a couple times Zakkai will kind of glance up and across the table is Lars kind of like looking at you and eating, and then she holds eye contact for a couple seconds before looking away, but it's pretty casual. She'll like
Long slurp.
makes eye contact with you, holds it, and then we'll just kind of turn and talk to Shanty or something like that.
After a couple times of this,
Ran by my salad.
I'm gonna keep eye contact and kind of like wink before she looks away.
I prestidigitation a little glint in Zakkai's eye.
I'm trying to wink. I'm trying to wink.
And the sound.
What? Did you say you tried to wink?
Did you wink?
Oh, I winked.
Do it again.
No, guys, this is not cool. She's watching us.
Give me a persuasion check.
No game.
And
Nat 1!
Nat 1?
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a
gosh.
nat 1.
You 100% had all the Riz locked and loaded, and even Harmony was helping you out with a little bit of thaumaturgy. And the moment you did a wink at her, Basil and Nik-Nak
Chaos.
fall into frame. Like, let's take the thing! And the next time you look up, she's not the table.
Maybe it just doesn't work
Bad luck.
as well as you all say it.
Did you use the right ear or the left ear?
I don't say anything to them.
You bite into like your dinner and you crack a little bit on the bullet as Pogo
Yeah.
was in charge of making the food.
Oh. Ooh.
Exactly what I was going to do.
It's become like sort of an evening ritual, I think, for Second Law. Like everyone gets served dinner and they
And then
slide over to Nik-Nak to
to
pick
pick
out.
through.
Yeah, at this point,
Yeah.
Nik-Nak will just put a bowl in front of himself.
I never
Ding.
You just smush everything to see. Make sure.
Excellent. On the next day of travel, could someone roll a d8 for me, please? Let's see if anything happens.
8.
8.
That's probably pretty good already.
Don't forget we need to show and tell time.
8
Just
just
follow
instructions.
8 terras.
Yeah.
That was great for counter day too.
3 krakens. No. No, good. If you at one point the Second Law gather together, I'm assuming at least in semi-private or at least an area where it's just you guys to do show and tell or kind of rally and discuss what's on the horizon for you guys.
All right. Show and tell time, and we just take. All right. You guys remember all of this stuff?
No.
I don't know.
What's this do?
Can you
I
remind me?
don't have a lot of. Most of my pack is fabric, so.
Oh.
I don't really have
Where did you go this
Well, this is just everything we've kind of collected over time so far, but
That's true. We've done a lot.
I was kind of thinking of maybe this one thing, and so the venomous crossbow. I feel like we should be able to like put something like loaded with, I don't know, something.
Is this the syringe crossbow?
Yeah, it's like the
Oh.
syringe crossbow.
Oh yeah, that was way back in Bordel's
I know.
Oh, I do have.
It carries a small system of tubes and vessels.
I might have a slightly interesting
So do I.
potion to load into that, depending on it, what we're going into and how it treats magical items. I have a potion that like makes everything on you or yourself be considered magical. Let me just see what it was again. It was the potion I got from the Myconid.
Oh yeah, I also got some random potions from there if we want to just load it in and see what it does and shoot at someone. But
No, it talks about items, not necessarily the person. But I was thinking like if we're in a like
I don't know what they do.
warded
it could be
space
either
or something
good, it
that's
could be
like
bad.
to keep someone out, if it's like black magic or something like that. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I also have a mystery potion from the Feywild,
Oh, that's great.
but
Oh, the one we don't know what it does.
yeah.
yep, I just have a number. It's potion bottle 131.
Yeah, and,
Oh,
and I have
okay.
124 and 125.
I also have chicken chaser.
Well, you still don't know what that does, right? Or does
I
that
know
have-
what it
that has a
does.
description?
Zakkai does not know what
Zakkai
it does.
Oh yeah, don't forget these. I got these in the at Kikyo's Treasures, and it's the two little like froggy mouth
they're
looking
connected.
purses. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm like, I feel like there's got to be something we can do with these, but it's only 5 inches wide. When you place an object into one of them, the other pouch, and when the other pouch is within 20 feet, you can have the object teleport into the
That's
other
always
pouch.
made though.
Yeah. It's very
maybe
it's
Nik-Nak
small,
can figure
but-
out a way to make it larger, and then it could at least just.
Or like we can just have two people like hold on to them and
Right.
pass
At the
like a
very
potion
least.
or something back and forth. It could be like
The
a little bit of a
the enchantment is
cute thing.
familiar to me. It's kind of sound. Can I try something with it?
Sure.
All right.
How far away do they need to
Please
be
don't
to
break
work?
You
pocket
said
dimensions.
20 feet, right?
They only work at kind of close range.
All right. Anara, can you hold this other one?
What is this?
It's the little frog pockets.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Point it that way, and I'll point towards like an open window, if possible. All right. And I'm gonna turn away from her.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I'm gonna shoot into the pocket frog.
Yeah. Yes.
You're gonna shoot.
All right, get
I was
ready.
thinking of casting a spell through it.
Ready for blocks.
Roll a hit.
You poke your eye out.
Probably should have told you, but you know these experiments are best done. You know.
Better to
All
ask-
science is
better to
best
ask
done with no
forgiveness than-
preparation.
Pop it. We do it live.
23.
23. You like just fire point blank into like the pocket of it. Anara, you're like holding it out towards the window, and your hand is suddenly thrust backwards, and there's the porthole window, and then a good chunk of it is the part of the wall is blasted out.
Oh, it worked.
We got a broken window
Oh
here.
god.
I'll fix that later. I'll fix it later.
What did you do?
Well, she said that it moves things through them, so I figured I could shoot
What?
this way and it would go that way.
That's
So
I didn't tell him to
Basil
shoot
and you
through
shoot
it,
Yeah.
at him?
Probably I'm not gonna do that.
Do your work.
Wait. Let's try. Wait,
I'll
try
reflect the
this.
bullet.
Wait, hold it up for me. Hold it that way, and I'll just do firebolt through it.
Alright, roll an attack roll.
18 plus 7. 25.
Whoever's, are you still holding it?
Yeah, I'm pointing it away from the ship.
Well,
Out of the window this time.
yeah, if you go, especially if you move closer to the window.
Toward the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The firebolt blasts out of it. It definitely it seems that though anything that would be considered an attack does at least transfer a little bit to the item because the pocket in your hand it's quite hot.
Oh,
Okay. Got hot.
Hot pocket.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Don't want to burn it. Okay.
You get the idea that
Okay.
it would work and you would be able to send an attack through it. However, depending on the attack size or whatever, or how many times you use it, it will eventually break the item.
All right, so that maybe kind of works.
Yeah.
In
Maybe
an
we'll
emergency.
just either emergencies or if we want to pass something that's not damage any sort of maybe damaging
Yeah.
something. All right.
Okay, try this. Hold it up.
Stab it.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh! You stab like the sword into it, but and the sword continues in, but nothing comes out the other side.
Is the sword still away?
And you pull it out, it's still there.
Well, that didn't.
Really?
I might have to fully
No, you're-
be released through it or
Oh
something.
yeah, that would
Oh,
Let go of it.
because it fully hasn't passed.
Yeah.
I was holding on to it.
Sure. All right. Well, projectiles at least until it
Okay.
breaks.
Maybe we'll pass
You want this
more
back?
benign items to each other with it. or something.
Yeah, it could be.
well-
it could be useful for secretly.
We should-
passing
yes,
missions,
Maybe we
so
can
that-
get someone to get real small and then get passed through it.
Well, if we
Yeah, then
run
someone-
into
Yeah.
trouble with the Shard of Immortality after you made the duplicate last time, but then having some obfuscation of where
That's
it is
true.
going in.
Because you do have to. It does say you have to cause it to go to the other one. So I don't think it
Auto.
I'm assuming that means it doesn't take an action, but that it does take an intention. It doesn't just shoot over. So that's
What
not a
else
bad
we got?
idea.
Does anyone want the other one?
Well, let
Or-
me hold one of them then. In
Yeah.
that case, just in case we need to make a double or something like
Kevin,
that.
Why don't you hold the other one?
Okay.
Okay. I like
Froggy.
this idea. All right, that's one part of a well.
Well,
One
it's
potential
experiment.
part.
It's good.
One
it's
potential
good,
part of a
It's
plan.
good to go over
Science.
all of our
Magic. Love it.
options here, but
Yeah.
I am a little bit concerned, just in general, with we have our course heading, but there's not a guarantee of what we're facing once we're there. You know, I've done my best to kind of extrapolate on what this space is, but there's no guarantees. I'm assuming we will have to cross the ocean somehow to get to there, because when I saw it in the vision that Emiya gave me, it was this structure that was hovering, right? Like it was like floating. I can't remember exactly what it was. I drew the shape of it, of what I thought it was. It was like the crystalline, like trapezoidal
Yeah,
shape.
it almost looks like a sort of like diamond-y shape with a longer, like smaller top and then longer bottom, circled in a ring with several...
With scaffolding on it? Yeah, okay.
I will say that you did see it sort of floating. However, traversing there, you followed a thread which went under the ocean.
Okay.
And so, but it was sort of like floating above you. It was, and in the sort of dreamscape of divine messaging, it was just the shape there. So, floating is open to your interpretation.
Right. With Emiya leading me there, the thread that brought me to the heart of the ocean did go down under the sea, but the structure itself seemed to be above the ocean. So
do you think that means that we're meant to get inside by going underwater? Like,
it could. I'm not too sure. It looked very imposing from the outside, and
did it look like something with a door, or was it just solid?
It seemed like it was surrounded by some sort of skeletal scaffolding structure around this diamond-esque kind of, large building, for a lack of a better term, but not of any kind that I'd seen before. So,
but it was a building and not just one big solid piece.
It looked crystalline too, or it was like what was the material made out of?
Hard to describe, but it looked almost like, those you see them at like Target or Hobby Lobby, those little glass terrariums.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Just like panes of glass
Yeah.
with gold like lining and hold it all together. It looked like that.
Yeah.
But like at least that it would
But
be hollow or something.
Yeah, there's something,
And
it's like a
there's
floating
something
rock.
inside.
It was one of those
Yeah.
terrariums the size of like a building.
No, it was, it had, there's inside to it. So.
Well, do you think that if, maybe I helped you and maybe we all helped or something and we meditated more on it, do you think she would maybe at least give us more details?
We can try. We're further along on this path now that she had shown me that it makes sense to try and investigate what I couldn't get to that first time she showed me that vision. There's no guarantee, but you don't get what you don't ask for. So
Okay, well, maybe we can try that later too and see if we have any idea of at least where the entrance is, so we know whether it's below water or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe being closer, presumably closer to whatever it is. You said that there's an item there that belongs to her, so maybe that would enhance your ability to sort of commune. I don't know.
That
Yeah.
no, that it makes sense to my thinking as well too. I would hope that the closer we get to our endpoint here, the more will be revealed. But I don't want to get anyone's hopes up.
Why is Emiya showing you the heart of the ocean? I mean, I know we want to try to keep, any nefarious hands from getting the shard of immortality, but does she want you to actually get her relic as one of her clerics?
Well,
or was she helping us get the shard?
She is
Maybe
a bit.
you don't know.
No, I do think that it is a bit of both. I do think that Emiya cares deeply about all peoples of the world and its ties to each other, and something that's powerful like these shards of immortality can throw those things out of balance, and I think that there is some aspect of that is true. However, I do think there is a more personal motivation for her, which is there's a item that is actually how I first really became aware of Emiya and what she represents and has to bring to the world. As you know, her worshippers, we deal with fabric and thread and ties and weaving, and this is a symbolic representation of her power to connect and unify and bring together disparate patches into one big quilt of understanding. And the physical manifestation of that here on this plane is a loom, and it's a loom that is. There's been a lot of stories about it, but it seems to have been lost for quite some time. And
But it was physical.
I think, as far as I know, it's hard when you get into divine metaphor and
What's mythology?
Yeah,
what was history?
Yeah.
I get it. Okay.
But this loom, the kindred weft, is supposedly
The book learned people
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
the heavy
Yeah.
wizard familiar side where it's like it's all
Yeah.
dealing with like gods, deities, patrons, or whatever. It's all very just like, well, I guess it's just whatever they say,
Yeah.
or because it's sort of just that kind of reality where some things are just dictated by heavenly bodies that have no explanation.
Well, it's this loom, the kindred weft, that is somehow channels her greater powers and being into helping disparate people come together and find peace and understanding. And it's not a exact record of what this thing is, but I do believe that in this repository of very powerful magical items that the Heart of the Ocean reports itself to be, through all the rumors, through all the stories, and through what Emiya has led me to believe, it is residing there.
Does it need to be somewhere else, or does she want it to stay there to be protected? Because the more I think about it, the more I wonder if maybe most of these items should stay there, and we just need to make sure that Kuvo doesn't get the Shard of Immortality.
Well, I don't exactly know. I do know that she has indicated that this is an object of importance that needs protection, and I will admit to having a strong interest in seeing how it works to try and maybe use it to help.
We go all
on
this way to
some
find it.
year.
You should be able to use it and commune with it, or
or
anything like that.
I would hopefully want to utilize it to help my home island to overcome the differences there that my people have been sowing amongst local populations. So I know that's selfish, but it is in line with Emiya's teachings. So,
Well, it's not selfish when you're helping so many people.
I know, but
Maybe
a lot of
when
power is very scary as well.
you get closer, she will reveal what the purpose is. Perhaps we need to be there to find out that.
I'm also just thinking we know from experience it's pretty hard to hide things from anybody. So
People
especially
find a way.
really especially these really powerful or important things, items we keep coming across. I think it might be better if we leave most of what we find where it is. Maybe, I don't know, should we?
Those are the two things I think we're coming to this place for specifically: the Shard of Immortality, and then if the Kindred Weft is there, I would want to at least figure out what Emiya would like done with it, and if I could possibly utilize its power. And who knows? This could all be a bit of wild speculation, but we certainly know that all of the information points to the Shard of Immortality at least being there. So,
And if we find the weft, the kindred weft, I think we should at least let you take a look at it.
Yeah,
You could do a lot of good with it, maybe.
well, with all of the people we've come across so far in our short time together, I don't see why it can't be something the second law can bring to people who need it.
Give it a second life.
Yeah. I don't want to be dictating others' actions, but I also don't know exactly how it works. This is something.
Or
that's
how big
been-
it is.
Yeah, or how big it is.
Right.
That's
Oh,
very
yeah.
Could
true.
be massive.
Yeah. So I'm.
As I'm like
Small.
holding my big scissors, being like, yeah, it could be huge.
It won't fit in the little frog person.
Yeah. But
That's all really great. I mean, the weft and the shard is all good, but I think we're kind of skipping over the fact that Kubo could be there, and
Right.
this other person, and
Yeah.
Kubo has proven, I know firsthand, that he's very powerful.
Yeah, I think we should kind of be preparing for that as well. Maybe.
Are we going to try and fight him? Do we want to try and do this sneakily? I mean, I don't know this place at all. Like,
Well,
you
we-
can sneak through it.
Don't forget
Yeah,
we
that's
have
the
these
thing.
too, and it's the
Oh.
Excuse you.
it's the sunlight, those little sunlight
Oh
balls or whatever. I know I have a lot of shit.
Thanks, Nick.
I
Bag
was
of
gonna say, for show and tell, I really don't have anything.
Yeah, it's like I got my
Sand.
normal stuff. I think.
Yeah,
you're
all
like,
the sand
so,
I have left.
pocket sand.
And I got some more.
Oh, I got some glitter too.
Here's my other sand object. Here's one more.
Because I'm just like, you can never be too prepared.
First aid.
Oh, here's my
Borderline
side. Oh,
hoarding.
and then the other side.
Tracks.
Ha ha ha.
So it's
He's got some
4
javelins.
sun drops. As an action, you can throw a sun drop at a point or object within 30 feet. When you do, it explodes into a dazzling pillar of light that lasts for 1 minute. The pillar is 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of bright light centered on the point where it's shattered, and it's considered sunlight. So it's like a tube of sunlight. So, but we know Kuvo is strong, and I mean, he's a very capable, yet even though evil, person. But if we can find a way to maybe hold him in place, or
yeah.
We gotta
I
take
don't
this
know.
guy out.
The
Yeah,
hardest
This guy
part-
is a danger.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna stop unless we stop him.
I agree.
I'm very concerned. Kuvo's the devil we know, the devil we don't of this OW is potentially there, who had a very strong, powerful, magical effect on the people of Prismari and the memories and.
But their message to
point.
Kuvo had said, when they scratched it in the desk, I think had said to something like to not get wet or try not to get wet or some things. Do you think they're both there? I feel like Kuvo's been kind of the errand boy of this relationship. Maybe it's just him.
I think
it would
we
be
should
him.
assume the worst and assume
agree.
that they're both.
Yes.
I will offer-
Chaos plays the third board.
I will say that you have heard Kubo a number of times mention a boss of some kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's mentioned that there's someone.
someone he's working for.
He's working.
Well,
How well or how familiar are you with the Kindred Weft?
Well, quite a bit through my studies. When I decided to study anthropology, ancient, cultures and religion at school rather than political science, it was.
So you know it.
I'm aware of it, and I've done my research, and it does seem like there are mentions of it as a powerful connecting force throughout time. It seems to crop its head up when peace accords have been made amongst different folk, or moments of cultural bridging between warring factions, and it seems to be real. And
Do you know it well enough to describe it to the orb of seeking?
I don't have a strong understanding of what it might look like. There's been no drawings or diagrams. I know it is a loom, is what it has been mentioned as, but if that's enough, I don't know.
well,
So I guess my question for the table, above the table, would be, is that something that Tam could describe to the orb of seeking that we have that would give us a direction?
Does the orb need to be focused on an object? And would the
That's
actual
my-
heart
that's-
of, would
that's
the heart
my-
of the ocean be got
That's
an
my
object.
question.
He's seen that.
It doesn't have to be
We-
an
we already
object
know where
because
the
we
heart of the
asked it
ocean
to
is.
do found town.
Oh,
Right,
just
a
when we get
location.
there.
It's-
Yeah.
When we get
the
there-
name of a location or specific object.
So
Yeah,
I can
right.
also, if we don't want to use that, I can cast locate object.
I was gonna
as
say, I
well,
also
too.
have the sword that has
The
one
one-
charge.
That's within 1,000 feet.
It's
Yeah.
within 1,000 feet. So
Once
once
it's
we're like in there, maybe inside.
Yeah.
But when we're further away,
Yeah.
it should just give
How
us
many
the
Ds
direction.
has it been
Yeah.
since we
It will
Yeah.
pull in the direction.
Yeah.
of
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there any
I believe also like
That-
downside to
and
doing that now, to seeing if we're
get
heading
to-
toward it?
Well,
I guess not.
mean,
It's the last charge, though.
Wasting,
I mean, I
wasting
guess-
the, not wasting, but
It
using the
is,
charge.
but-
I think we should try to ask Enya again
Yeah.
before using a limited resource.
Yeah, I agree.
The sprinkles for
Yeah. I mean, and not. I also have
just
the.
No,
collecting
no.
together the
Okay.
resources we
No.
have.
No,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
It'll
It's a
tell
good
us
thing
if
to
it's
think
in
about.
that location.
On the ship for now.
And
Oh,
the
that's
one
true.
rapier I
Okay.
have
Yeah.
has
That's
one
what I
charge.
thought. That's what I thought.
Either
Okay.
locate object
Okay.
or locate person.
Okay.
So
Well-
we can use that first.
And for once we're in there, we
Yeah.
can use it to either try and find either Kuvo or the Shard of Immortality too.
Yeah.
If we want to locate it once we're inside the actual space.
As we're all talking too, I forgot. I also have this sensor of arguing spirits that
Oh,
we can
yeah.
ask the
Yeah.
questions
Oh,
for. It's
That's
I think
true.
I think it's been about a week since we last tried, and I didn't do a good job asking questions last time. Maybe someone else could try using it once we get closer.
Yeah.
But then we have to wait another week until we use it. But
It's a good time.
No, got any other
better,
questions?
better to use it now before a big event than
Yeah.
not.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So okay, we've got a few options.
God, my head is
Okay.
spinning though.
I-
So many things.
I do also think that this is
Sparks are like fizzy now. It's like
This
too much
is-
thinking.
potentially very dangerous, and we could find ourselves in a really horrible situation. Just saying, I think we're all very capable, but we don't know who Kuvo's boss is or anything. So I think it might be important if we have someone back on land who knows where we are. So I was wondering if you could maybe let me take a copy of that map, and I could send it to my colleagues, and they would at least know where we are.
Okay. Yeah. Well, so far it just has us, not quite to the heart of the ocean yet. So, should we just make a copy and send it once we see it? Once we get there?
Once it's on the horizon, I think then maybe we get a copy and just be like, just in case, we're out here.
It's like breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
That's a
It's
good
nice
idea.
to have somebody who can find us if we need it.
Okay,
It's a
that
good
makes
idea.
sense. And you have something we can shoot these with, right? the sun drops. Do you have a gun you can just load things in?
I mean, I have that
Or
cannon
the-
thing, and
is
it's got like the
Yeah.
clockwork cannonballs in it. How big are these things that you've got?
They're like kind of marbles.
They're
I think.
marbles.
Mm.
Oh well,
Yeah,
how
just figure it
I can
out.
catapult them.
Oh,
Yeah. Science,
All right.
Yeah.
magic,
Well,
so beautiful.
If they're
why
not
don't you
heavy.
hold on to these then?
Yeah, if they're not too heavy, I can probably do that. Yeah. All right.
No, yeah, I think they're small. I'll just put it on.
How
here.
many do you have?
They're
Four.
four.
4.
It's
Okay.
bag of sun drops is the item.
I think. Why don't we spread it out? I'll take one. Anara, you want one
For what?
to like throw?
Yeah, you got probably a
Well,
great
as
arm.
long as maybe everyone who has the best chance of
I'll take one.
hitting where it needs to go.
Almost missed.
Oh, yeah.
Money like that?
There's 4. Zakkai's got one. I've got one. You want one?
I'll take one if nobody else wants one. But
Here you go.
Just figure.
Ops.
We're up in
Sure.
action a lot.
Yeah.
And
Sun
worst
drop,
case
a
senior,
drop or
I can
Yeah.
I
What
can
are,
also
what are they?
it's a
inspire
bag
you
of
guys a
sun drops
little
is
bit.
the item.
Bag of sun drops. Okay. So I guess we would just mentally. If there's 4,
Bag
then
of
each
sun
one of us
drops,
can
yeah.
do one.
Yeah.
Well, and say we do have to go underwater. I know you did that air bubble thing for Basil earlier. You said you might be able to do it for more people.
As far as the, arcane energy, I think I've only got enough to make the one.
Okay. Well,
Oh no.
Well,
So
how
I guess-
long can everyone
oh,
I
hold
can
their
breathe
breath?
underwater
But
with
I'm
I've
not
got
going-
cape.
I've got the
Okay.
amulet, so we can quite literally walk up to the thing if we want to.
right, but if the entrance is down,
I need to swim.
yeah.
If we're
Not
able
my strong
to
suit. If I'm being
Or
honest.
if
If
one
I'm
person
able
can
to
get
see
in
a
and
little
then
better,
yeah.
and there's a
Maybe you can tie a rope to
surface,
me and I can swim
make
us
a
down
door.
together.
I think I'd act as an anchor at a certain point. It's not the going down part.
I guess when we were good.
well, we can see
You saw how good I was
We
going.
can assess.
yeah.
doing pretty good. But yeah,
we can
Yeah.
see
yeah.
one what
We don't have
Enya
enough
might.
information
Yeah,
to
we
know. Yeah.
Yeah,
We-
it's a lot of what ifs.
Here's what I see as
Oh,
the
wow.
gathering of and process for planning here. Gathering of information and processing. I can try and see if Enya has anything more to reveal to me. If so, great. If not, we can move on to potentially asking the arguing Ocker. What's it called?
Yeah.
The censor locking
Censor,
spirits.
yes. Some more specific questions. We should probably be very careful with what they are, but making sure that we, can gather as much information from that as possible. Barring that working or not, we can then try our best to plan for either an underwater or on top of the water, over water entrance to the heart of the ocean, where once we are then inside, we can try and use some location magic to find Kuvo, the Heart of Immortality, or if I can try and find the Kindred left as well too. But
Okay.
I'm also assuming that this place is probably going to have some sort of powerful magics about it as well too, if there's many powerful things that are hidden inside there. So I'm expecting roadblocks.
Some of this is definitely going to be touch and go.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
It's been fun so far, right?
as long as it's not
Maybe go and touch.
too high up in the air, I can
We should go
make
and
us a
touch.
door to get there.
I can also
inside.
have us fly with our
Oh.
little fairy wings that I can make us too.
Oh yeah.
I like that better than going under the water.
Or the water.
Let's do that.
Well, we're gonna have to wait until we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think once we see it, then we can have a better idea of the plan moving forward.
I'm just hopeful that once we get there, if we're before Kuvo, great. If not, it's gonna be tough.
Well, if Kuvo is there, or OW, or anyone, do we sneak, or do we make ourselves known? Are we fighting our way through? It might be hard to sneak up on anyone. We're
There-
coming over on a boat with a blank horizon.
There is one
That's
question
true.
I think we've overlooked a little bit, is that who collected all of these things there? Who is the proprietor of this menagerie of magical items? There has to be some person or thing that put them there, and are they still there, protecting them?
It's more that we don't know.
Maybe
As
so.
far as Kubo's concerned, I genuinely think he's not going to stop. So if we do take it, sure, we can hide it. But
Yeah.
this person has found a legendary spot in the ocean. That's how far they were willing to go to get this. I don't think us taking it and hiding it somewhere is going to stop them.
No, I think he
So
needs
we
to
should
be.
destroy it?
Well,
Or them.
Or him.
Seems like we need to cut him down.
Yeah, I agree. Or
Okay.
somehow convince them to stop. But like I said, I'm pretty determined.
Alright. Well, if we
Well, I
come
don't
across
think we can
Kuvo,
make
then
a
I
plan
guess.
until we have more
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
Whether
Yeah.
I think we just
that's
made
a
a plan to
frontal
make a
assault
plan.
or a sneak attack, or we don't know. We don't know what we're dealing with until we get there.
So should we
can plan a lot, but we don't
should
know.
we
have
try-
no idea what we're going into.
Maybe a little group meditation?
yeah, yes. I think if we can find somewhere on the ship
we can try
where
something.
we won't
help.
be disturbed.
Oh.
Well, we're in
Wait,
like a
what-
half.
Group? Why do we need
private.
to group meditate? I'm not good at this.
I'm not good at this either.
I can.
I'll help.
I can.
pretty good at it, man.
Oh! I thought we were
Hey, Pogo.
What are you guys talking about?
It's okay, he won't remember.
We were just looking for. Did you see the rope? It was over.
Yeah, man. I couldn't catch that thing super fast.
Oh, yeah.
You're super
Right
fast.
there, over there.
Super fast. it's
It's like slithering.
I'm gonna sneak up on
on
it.
it. Sneak up on
And
it.
he starts creeping away.
I'm
he's so,
very-
He's so quiet.
I'm very curious as to what has happened to that man, but I think that's a question for another time. I'm happy to find a spot, see what I can do in terms of learning some more information. Anyone is welcome to join me, but
I'll raise my
Yeah,
hand.
I'll try.
I'll do what I can.
it's not necessary. So you will just be meditating. It's
Well, I'll be playing a nice little
Yeah.
tune. Meditating.
Anara always
good for
tells me
you.
about patience, so
Let's-
maybe it'll be helpful.
yeah.
Slow down my frequency.
Yeah.
Let's try and go somewhere outside where I can see the ocean. I think that might be helpful.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's go to the front of the ship.
Yeah, let's go to the bow
That's the
and
direction.
yeah.
Hey, the spot where I jumped off from.
This is perfect.
I thought you jumped off the back.
Oh yeah, is that the bow or the?
It's
The
aft.
stern.
Forward,
Yeah.
backward.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
fore and aft.
Uh-huh.
Forward and
balance.
aft. Yeah.
Starboard is
Bow
right, port is left.
Four deck, half deck.
Yes.
Yes.
The Lido
Half deck is
deck.
a half.
The Lido deck, the poop deck. Where's the cruise director?
Where's the free sausage?
Buffet's only from 5 to 7.
Yeah, right. I know.
Oh, the one time I went on a cruiser was just a soft serve machine.
Unlimited
That was
self serve. Yeah, that's what
That
they
was
do.
just
They
there, and
just
then all the kids were like,
I mean,
good old
Yeah.
carnival.
Hell yeah.
Why? That sounds like a blast.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Tem will gather up some embroidery supplies and head to the front of the ship to sit and meditate and try and contact Emiya.
Give me a religion check.
And I'll be playing
Uh-huh.
a nice little
Best I
song.
I'll
I'll
watch
I'll
with
give him
Anara, I guess.
inspiration.
Inspiration,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
And just block out. But
I
I'm gonna
think
keep
for
an
a
eye on
skill
what's
check
going
you
on
can
as
do
well.
advantage.
Okay.
because I think
Yeah, I'll
that's-
head up with
It's a
Anara
D8.
too and keep a lookout.
Yes.
Yeah, if there's anything that like
More keen to be
while
done
with
this.
Tem
Get to wherever we're going.
and it sometimes the experiences of like using my scissors and like helping him like cut things and like mend things together and like feeling that this like scissor thing could be related to anything of Emiya as well or any like material that of like help in getting in like divine sense of like feeling similar threads that you've talked about before, like feeling
Yeah.
magical stuff as well to like help.
Okay,
anything you're
great.
doing.
Okay, so religion, and then I have inspiration if I need it. Let me see if I can do anything else that might bump this up.
Oh yeah, with that I'll give bless as well.
Okay, great. Yeah.
As we'll be more in tune together.
Oh, wait. So who is actually going to be meditating with me?
I am in a sense because I'm kind of playing.
But
like
these
a
two will be like
circular
sitting
song.
and being like that, quiet.
Yeah.
So then I will quiet. That is
Yeah,
sort of-
yeah, quiet.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Perhaps over
Every
here.
time I
It's a
sense that you're
requirement.
about to talk, I kick you.
I will activate emboldening bond and then connect all three of us, and that will give an
nice.
extra
Yeah.
D4 too. So that'll be
Okay, so yes,
So-
the three of us, I'll bless us
Yeah.
as well with all of it.
Okay, great. So then, if I have this correctly, it's gonna be D20 roll with my religion check. I can add 2D4 to this, and then I have a potential for D8 as well too. So let's see what we get. All right. Well, that's a 2 on the dice.
I literally in my head was like,
Ooh.
what if it was like 2, but with everything
But-
else, it's still like an 18?
But okay, so we're starting with 2 plus 11 for religion, so
All
that's
right.
13.
Okay.
So
Starting off
that's
strong.
not bad.
That's already.
Because in my head I was like, I'm not gonna say 1. That's like a jinx. So I said 2, and then it's a
And that's what happened.
Okay, so that is gonna
And you
be
get advantage on the D8.
it's 18 with the D4s, and then I am gonna roll the inspiration. That was a 5. It's advantage, so I can choose
Yeah.
the higher. Okay. That was a 7, so that is gonna be a 25 total.
You went from a 2
2
to
to
25.
That's crazy.
Hell
There's-
yeah.
Fuck.
Power
If you
of
had rolled
friendship.
like
The power of
20,
friendship.
DC was 45.
it would have been a 40.
The
So I think that, as Tem sits, and normally like meditation is it is a quiet and contemplative process, and it is that. But I think as Tem is like in a strange space, there's like the ship's still kind of like going on without people doing riggings and sales and all that kind of stuff. But he's here with his friends. We're here to support him and try and help him figure out what's going on with the answers that he needs. And he can kind of tap into that a little bit more, feeling the threads that connect him to Zakkai, to Basil, Harmony playing her music, and the kind of like meditative trance that Tem gets into while he is embroidering on a little piece of cloth and tries to tap into that deeper space there that he uses to communicate with Emiya.
Yeah, it's just sort of like almost fall into that repetitive, just like action of sort of like crocheting with the like gentle bob and sway of the ship, the like soft plinking music that Harmony's adding. Over time, it feels like for a second that like this is not gonna work. There are way too many distractions happening. But like over time, the more you just sort of like buckle down and focus, the waves get a bit quieter, the music starts to fade away, and suddenly there's nothing around you. There's no form anymore. It's just your feeling, and it's just a warm, soft, comforting, cradling sensation. You hear a soft bell kind of go off somewhere in your mind it carries an emotion with it, almost like a saddened shock, before you hear voices from all around you, from within you, from everywhere, all speaking at once, but it's not intimidating or imposing. It's soft, it's welcoming. You both don't recognize and recognize every voice that is speaking to you. It's just the feeling of coming home after a very long time. And you feel a faint kind of like wash over you before you hear, Weaver, you've been touched by the hells. Be free of this. And you feel a faint kind of like, as if you put down a weight you weren't even sure you were carrying, kind of comes off of you.
Wow.
What is it that you seek me for?
Well, thank you. We're almost there. The heart of the ocean, and we need guidance. It's a mystery still to us of how we may get there to find what we seek.
Your course is set. The thread you are on does not stray from where you wish to go.
Is there anything we must do to ensure that we can rise to the occasion?
The threads bind you to where you must be. Stray not from your people, for there is strength in unity. Remember that peace is rarely achieved through victory alone, rather woven together from many, if not opposing, threads. Preserve what unifies, cut loose any threads that would threaten to unravel order.
Yes, of course.
This is the advice I give to you for where you wish to go.
And if we should fail?
There's a pause, almost give me an insight check real quick.
15.
15?
I think you still get also a D4 to that.
Oh,
too from
yeah,
this,
I-
Oh,
and
yeah.
all your bonds
Yeah,
and
I
such.
can. So that's like a once per turn thing. 19.
19. In that pause, it's less of a pause of concern, it's more a pause of Emiya not understanding that the concept of failure. And less so that like it's not that she can't understand it because she's a god. It's less so that failure is not a concept that means much to her, in the sense that the tapestry of fate and unity is full of failure. It is full of victory. And it doesn't, to her, it almost doesn't matter who wins or loses. It's just so long as the unity is maintained, and that peace is maintained, and that balance is maintained. So you ask if we should fail, and there's a pause before she kind of comes back. It matters not if you succeed or fail. Terragia shall keep spinning, better than it was before or worse than it was before. And I leave that to you to weave how you see fit.
Well, I shall do my best and know that those that I carry with me will give me strength, and our ties will ensure that this knot does not unravel.
She kind of repeats, stray not from your people. There's strength in that unity. And again, remember that peace is rarely achieved through a simple victory. Sometimes peace, or sometimes a victory, demolishes peace. It's all a matter of perspective, how that victory is won, and how the victors treat the world after their victory.
I'll remember.
Concern yourself not with victory or loss. Concern yourself with what you will do afterwards.
Yes. Thank you. Please, just keep hoping.
I live on.
I think at that point, Tem kind of feels the tug of all of the people around him, the awareness more of the ship that kind of comes back of, not just his group, but Pogo sweeping in the back and captain at the helm and all those things, and feels almost as if the ship itself is has a tie of thread anchored to it, and feeling it being physically pulled through the water there as he comes back to his awareness.
For whatever reason, not quite sure how you know, but you know that the boat's heading in the right direction.
Didn't work! Up in the crow's nest. You're up with me?
Mm-hmm.
So while this is all happening, I guess
Such
I'm
good
kind of
support
peering
over
over,
here.
looking down. with
Is it over?
Did we do it?
I did. You get some Cheerios?
Up in the crow's nest.
Yeah. So I'll turn to Nik-Nak and sort of look down. Tem's not moved for a long time. It's just they're all sitting, yawning around him.
Hey.
It's just stock still.
Is he breathing?
I don't know.
What's going on?
It's all
You
good.
think he's okay?
Yeah.
The others don't seem to notice that he's just been stuck still for 20 minutes.
Should we
I think at that point, a big breath comes out of Tem's trunk, and
How's life?
Yeah. But there was another thing I wanted to talk
Oh,
about.
okay, alright.
First,
Gesundheit.
if you don't
Yeah.
mind. So, when I was training at the monastery,
Mm-hmm.
one of my teachers always told me that planning is good, but when you're in it, all the plans in the world disappear in the first minute. So I'm worried that we're not going to really know what to do until we get there.
Yeah.
But I had another thought.
Hmm?
You have people that know things.
Mm-hmm.
Do they know geography?
To an extent.
They're from the Redlands?
No, actually, they're from more of the scorched plains.
Where is that?
It's just north of Grisha, northwest.
I showed Nik-Nak the map
Mm-hmm.
of the coastline. If you copied this and sent it to them, would they have any information? Think about these locations.
My people, maybe not, but the people that I know in Wands might. They're somewhat underground and we're used to dealing with some things that.
Would you mind sending them
Not
a
at all.
copy?
No, yeah, sure. I actually probably could send it to my people and then they could maybe send someone
That would be.
there.
I learned a little bit from Captain Sayesh about this one location, but
Sure.
these others she didn't know anything about.
Yeah, let me, do you get like a piece of paper? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a little piece. It's a tiny piece of paper. Draw like really small image of it.
So yeah, I'll
It's
go
like
ahead.
this big.
The map of your map.
It's but I'm copying it out into a
sure.
tiny. Because
Sure.
I'm good at copying with the galaxies. That's what I did as in the monastery.
So on
But
the
it's on a tiny little piece of paper.
on the other side of the paper, I'll say, send this to Rita. Anything particular you want to know?
Yes. What is at these locations?
What is at these locations? Please.
Yes, please, yes.
Also, me and Hops will be back at some point. That's it.
Yeah,
All right.
especially the bit about hops.
Circle everything. Underline it. Small drawing of a rabbit.
All right. Well, yeah, they'll
Thank
send
you.
it.
Thank you.
If I get word back, I'll let you know.
That would be great.
Sure. They're actually not too far.
Oh.
From once.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find out as much information as possible
Mm-hmm.
before possibly going there.
No, I understand. It's important. It's very important to you. I get it. I don't have much family dynamic in my culture. Is a little bit, we're all part of the clutch.
Yes.
But when one clutch member goes, we gotta find him.
Yeah, that's sort of what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
With my brother.
Right.
Smaller clutch, but
Right.
the same idea.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let you know if I get word.
Thank you. Do you think they're done yet?
I think he's starting to breathe.
Looks like it. The others are asleep, I think.
Yeah.
Zakkai, at one point you kind of head down below deck when it's like time for the crew members to head to bed or whatever. You get to the bottom of the steps and leaning against the post right there at the bottom of the steps is Laura. She holds out a hand and stops you.
Well, hello there. Can I help you?
She kind of nods at the hammocks. Which one's yours?
That one.
She rolls her eyes and grabs your wrist and starts tugging you along through the boat, and she's just looking for.
Where are we going?
She just keeps looking around. Somebody's empty.
Oh,
Like,
I like
telling
the
you.
sound of that.
She tugs you towards the back end of the boat, and the boat is sort of 3.5 tiers. There's the main below decks. There's the main single floor that has a lot of storage, guest rooms, stuff like that. There is one even below that, which is very low in low ceilings, but again primarily for storage, things like that. She takes you to a trap door and kind of kicks it open, and kind of before she goes down in there, Pogo.
Gotta check.
Okay, and here she just tugs you down inside. Well, actually, she tugs you down, stops, turns around, and puts a hand on your chest. If you're some weird shape-shifting fade bullshit, you have to tell me now.
I'm not.
You're normal. Is everything down there normal?
Yes. He followed, yeah.
Oh my god.
She gets to the end and she
fully a no.
Guys just meant the emails and cut.
Big fan.
once she gets down there, she kind of closes that trap door again, kind of does another
her trap door.
look around. Before that, she has her hair up. She's the navigator of the ship. For the most of the ship, she has her hair
She
up.
found it.
She knows
around the ship.
Mask.
Her hair is usually kept up, and she has one of those old time compasses, kind of
Oh, yeah.
keeps her hair up.
That's
She
That's
takes it
fun.
out and lets it fall. Does the sexy librarian kind of, hair thing.
Wow.
Do we have a rating on this one?
Content warning.
But she like pulls out and she just starts undressing.
Great.
My
He
nephew's
follows
probably
it.
watching this. Just so you know.
I specifically put a radio.
He starts to follow suit. He's gonna have a great time.
Cue the maintenance will be back.
Yeah.
Maybe making eyes. He's game. So.
Depending on Zakkai's methodology,
Roll a performance.
you can either roll a performance check,
The way of the world.
insight check, an acrobatics check,
Like hand.
Athletics. Come on.
you can
Oh my
you
god.
choose
Medicine.
you choose
Medicine.
Spell to reach around.
Flavor this out for us.
Animal handling.
Yeah. Take your pick. Choose
Like
whichever one you believe to be Zakkai's primary method.
These tools.
Whatever Zakkai's primary method of
Survival.
logic interaction, choose that skill.
Oh goodness.
Just don't do a medicine check.
Talk dirty and thieves can't.
I could. Oh shoot! You know what? Just
Scared.
think it's
Say your
fun.
names.
I'm gonna do animal handling. I get +5, which is gonna be rough and crazy, and we're gonna be throwing shit around.
Handle the animal.
That one.
Nice.
It's been a while.
What's this trap door?
We had the dollars. No,
It's all lies.
She called it bluff.
Oh my god.
I
Yeah.
couldn't
It
handle the
doesn't mean-
animal.
It doesn't mean it failed. It just means you're not in control, dude.
Oh,
He was like animal.
He's all like,
Yeah, he was able.
he's all like, let's go, and then she's just like, LOL.
You might still flip her over. Just
Ties you to the bed.
First, she made an insight check to see what the fuck you were trying to do.
She pegs you. Why are you trying to be fixing?
This way, are you sure?
doggy style.
I'll say
I specifically chose animal handling.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, we're gonna have to
This is
examine
the
that
DM's
just
time.
like-
Yeah, paint us a picture, please.
Yeah, not in a weird way.
on a nat one, it's a evening of quick, unbridled kind of like erotic passion that Zakkai, you feel great about.
Awesome.
You are 100% sure that you pulled
All moves.
all moves.
All the moves.
That was
Nailed it.
your A game.
Uh-oh.
She felt great.
Afterwards, it's also like it's been a
This
hot
poor
second.
boy.
Oh, you're
Uh-huh.
welcome.
So like, it's
What
a
do you
mix.
Yeah.
And it's sort of that moment where it's over before it almost like you realize it. But no, it's over.
That quick.
But you know it's over before.
Oh shit, is it in?
How did you get it? It's over before.
That doesn't usually happen to me.
The long and short of it is that long and short.
Short of it.
Depending on
Oh, so you're not a shapeshifter at all? At all?
by the end of it, you are sort of like you do the kind of like laying out. Oh, I need a cigarette, kind of like on just bags of like hard drives that are down there, and she's already
She's already
dressed.
dressed.
She's dressing.
He's actually
Let's tie her hair back up.
It's like, oh, it was like, that was good.
Where did you get it?
I didn't get it.
Afterwards, she dresses quickly and just says, "I need to get back to work."
Oh, okay.
She'd rather
I'll
do
catch
work
you
here.
around.
It's a small ship.
Oh my god.
I've been wanting to have
Okay.
some going on in this game. Now I'm just gonna
Yeah.
Just like,
Alright.
roll back.
I'll be here.
She like starts and like throws open the trap door, climbs out. What's your passive perception?
18.
18. You swear that you hear her on the way up that she's grumbling that her only other options were a rabbit and lizard. And
She even consider me?
you might be
Too big?
Oh no.
I'm rolling just to say. Not much better.
But she's up and out and gone.
Okay, maybe not my best work.
I
Did it again.
Another satisfying.
And pull my little pants back up. Redo my little belt, whatever. All right. Back up.
Just slick back your hair.
Zakkai, you're glowing.
He is. He's a little sheen. Little pep in his step.
The rest of you are
As he walks
actually
up, everyone's like, inside Jack.
musky.
Let's talk
Even
about
fall
it, too.
asleep yet.
Occasionally, the rest of you will see. It's strange because you haven't you've been out at sea for a few days, but every once in a while you'll see Laura's annoyingly just like shaking sand out of her hair. Or, like,
Oh, no.
off her clothes, and she's kind of.
Sand. I hate sand.
Early on.
Drugs.
Knowledge from a possible.
Wow.
So glad I have a little insight.
Yeah. Usually pretty good at that. It's been a while.
I think Tem's passive is probably high enough that he just catches the vibe.
It's true. My passive. Oh no, that's investigation.
He actively.
You probably picked up clues.
Yeah. If I see her shaking sand off, I'll just maybe I won't know why, but I'll just press the digitation in a way. But then I'll say it's sand, so figure out sand.
We're surrounded by water.
Yeah.
There's no beaches around.
Hmm.
If you think hard enough, there's not a long trail before you get
Yeah.
back to where the sand came from.
Our investigatory.
Amazing.
On the fourth day of travel,
Yeah.
Anara, give me a perception check for me. You're doing a couple shifts out in the crow's nest you established.
If we were up in the crow's nest, I could be like, "Do you see anything yet?" And maybe an inspiration. Just
There's a
to...
bunch of sand up here.
Not sure how
There
it got
is.
here.
There's a lot of sand there. It's like there's like a foot of sand there.
As the bottom piece of grass
He's
nest,
hoarding it.
it's a sandbox.
Yeah, he's hoarding
It's
it.
the only place Pogo has.
Yeah, because Pogo hasn't thought to live there yet.
That's true.
That's a 28.
28.
Whoa. Wow.
Anara, you at one point, I mean, it's been peaceful and quiet days travel. Continues to be. At one point, you sort of like get a little bit startled, only because it goes against the plan of arriving at night. You see something on the horizon, but it doesn't match the description that Tem gave. Doesn't look like a building or anything. It actually looks like just a very small island, or like an iceberg.
I'll call down to whoever's on that. Just
Playing music, sitting around.
She actually lives there, so
Yeah.
she kind of
Yeah, she has just if I knew anyone else is there. I think there's something up ahead.
What are your eyes?
What?
Do you see it?
What?
It doesn't look like a building. You said it was a building, Tam?
Yeah, it should look like a
Is it floating?
greenhouse, like a terrarium.
It looks like an island. Small.
Oh, the heart of the ocean is not on an island.
Well,
Well,
that's what's
the
ahead.
captain said that there aren't any islands out this way.
Say yes?
She's kind of like leaves the
point.
leaves the helm, pulls out.
Ahoy!
Ahoy!
Ahoy ahead!
She kind of like takes up a spyglass look. She rolled pretty well for perception check, and she sort of lowers it. It's looks like a reef, coral. It's just white rock, pink and yellow corally plants. I mean, we'll avoid it. And we obviously don't want to run around, but
Is there a possibility that
Can
the
it change?
building is magically hidden in some way?
The only thing that I can think of is that it went underwater.
Yeah, is this maybe the tippy top of it?
I don't know. I didn't really see the top. I'm just kind of at an angle below it.
It's ahead of us, right?
Yeah.
It's the way ahead.
It's the way the
It's,
direction.
it's directly in our banner.
Well,
We should
And
check it out.
It's been about
Yeah.
Do we have a way to
And-
try to see if maybe it is some sort of illusion or?
I can't tell from here, but is it worth trying to disguise our approach somehow?
do you see any other things or like?
I mean, there's a lot of sand up
It's
here.
all the
Or
same.
Oh
We probably have a little, like what, at least like an hour or something before we
I don't
get
think
to
zombies
it.
up here.
How long would we have till we got there? If it's just kind of coming up on the horizon, like a couple hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably even like an hour, 2.
What
So
if
it's still quite a long way.
what if
Yeah.
somebody just went ahead, flew or swam or something to check it out, and
I can swim on over. You wanna?
or maybe two
Bubble
people
me
at
up.
least together,
I can do the bubble.
or someone could fly maybe.
One of them by land and two by sea?
How
My
long
sister
is
used to
the
say, I don't know
longest,
why.
They don't last that
Use
long.
a chess move.
A minute, 3
It's let me just make sure.
Yeah, there's 3 different boards.
Oh
Yeah.
I'm gonna, while
My
this
sister
is
makes
figuring
chaos
this out,
in
I'm
the
gonna
third
see
board.
if she
Yeah, it's just a minute.
Because, you know, other folks.
Can we halt for a second while we talk?
That's fine. Where?
The chaos.
Holding them, holding the same.
Not holding hands, but holding hands.
Flying is just a minute.
If
I can use the cape to fly for an hour, but the flying speed is only equal to my walking speed.
if I give Hobbs the bubble, that lasts for a whole day, and he would be able to approach it underwater. Maybe you can send.
Would it be more dangerous to go underwater or just above the water?
Yeah, we could walk on.
Underwater is probably less detectable.
But then we're separate.
Take the rowboat instead of the
Yeah, they have a
Dinghy.
dinghy.
Can we all fit in
Oh yeah.
Do that? Plus the darkness.
Do we have a way to make the rowboat go much faster than just rowing?
From the crow's nest.
Tied to the swim
Yeah.
Can either of us detect any movement? Is it like inhabited? Is it are there fingers on it? Or is it just it's just like the top of the I mean how far across is it? 200 feet?
It's much more than that. It's maybe only 70, 80 feet.
Oh, it's
It's pretty tiny. It's a like small. It looks almost like a little sand barge or a little or it looks like a small iceberg kind of
What's the
floating.
first thing we have
Primarily
seen in a long time? It's worth
There's
checking out.
nothing out here. The boat's nothing.
Yeah.
We might as well check it out, of
It
course.
sounds like, but it also means that it's unlikely that there's anyone looking out from there.
Yeah, so let's
Right.
just approach it
So
on
we
the
should
ship.
maybe take the boat, the dinghy, or the ship,
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's keep it simple.
Yeah.
and keep an eye on it just in case there's any signs that we've seen us approach.
What do you think, Anara? I think it's great.
Well, whatever you want to do.
Oh,
I think we should
I
be
mean, my
You have a
inference
good
is
fighting strategy.
if there was someone who was looking at us, we'd see them.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless they're
Unless they're
invisible.
invisible.
It's
But-
it's
I
bad.
mean,
But at this point, they've
But-
seen us.
it's not easy to go
Yeah.
invisible. Sometimes takes a risk.
If this is, I mean, it's all the way out here. Is there anyone really looking out for someone to approach? It seems pretty unlikely.
Kubo.
Yeah. Well, why would he have any reason to think anyone would find this place?
No, I don't think he would. I think it's just if there's maybe some sort of illusion or something, if we're almost there and he is nearby.
Do we want to take the ship closer, or do we want to just from here take the dinghy?
Let's take a dinghy.
Something small.
Have Stage and the crew wait here.
Is it too deep for them to like anchor to stay still, or are they just gonna kind of like circle around?
They'll pull raise the sails so
Right.
like will at least
Slow,
slower.
okay.
We can way anchor. It was Or at the very least, it'll slow us, and we can just make a wide
Okay.
circle and wait for your signal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nik-Nak, do you have maybe a idea or a design or something for just some sort of non-magical contraption that would push the boat faster, or like some sort of propeller or something?
I could have sledge push.
That's what I thought of too. Like, get the hedgehog back there.
Hops could pull and sledge could push.
Yeah.
Okay, I was an idea I kind of had, just
Go
seemed
over
like
your
some-
arms. You don't got a
it
rope.
seemed like something maybe you could come up with, that maybe like a mechanism with a propeller on it that we can just kind of put on the back and maybe like hand crank to get a little extra speed or something. I could make a propeller like that for us.
You've
It
got
just can't
the
be
raw materials for that?
magical powered. Well, I would have magic.
If you can just create it, I could sort of.
That's what
You
I
know,
mean. It
tell
just
me
can't
what
be.
it should look
It
like.
just can't be magic powered. It needs to be something just physical.
Like
and
manually.
mundane.
Yeah, I mean, I can totally, sure. Yeah, you can just pop that into existence.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, if you can draw it, then I'll just create it.
Instantly. Give me an intelligence check after your first bonus. Session.
Can I double that for right to?
Yes.
Okay.
24.
4. Harmony, you are just like, you're even still trying to explain it before. And then a piece of paper that's thrust in your face.
Okay.
And you see it's, Nik-Nak has sketched out basically a kind of hand crank to would
Yeah.
create like almost a miniature steamboat kind of like rotary at the back that you would just affix to the back that should be just crank it to turn. So like effectively you use the gears to increase.
Yeah. The more gears, the less we have to.
We just do this.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
just make a pack where you just have the little leg things.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do.
And we make
It's a swan boat.
That's all you're gonna do.
Oh my god.
Yeah, swan boat.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, and we can use foot pedals, and so it's like I'll just make it like the back two people just have little foot pedals.
Just put an artist in these legs to work.
How long will that?
3 hours.
I'm gonna get a hammer out and just start use the like back of the boat, like affix it to the back of the dinghy.
No problem. So y'all take the dinghy out. The closer you get to it, you do see that it basically is a small sort of like iceberg of coral, of stone. As you get close to it, the flat floating mass of pure coral sprawls out almost like a wildfire across the top of the water, rising in jagged towers that glint like ivory under the sun. It's also breathtaking in its own way. There's delicate fans that unfurl like lace, spires curl up like calligraphy, strange alien aquatic plants, kind of like pulse with colors underneath the water. You see little schools of bright colored fish darting around. But the longer you look, the more the beauty twists. The shapes are wrong. Some of the coral kind of spires kind of like stick out from the big center mass of coral. There's like almost like urchin spines just coming out here and there. But a couple of those spines, as you get closer, Tam, you're the first to notice that one of the spines ends in a hand.
Oh.
And as you look closer at the coral, you start to see arms, faces, rib cages, pieces of people that have just almost as if an explosion happened and everything instantly calcified the coral. As you get closer to the ice,
Slow down.
you see that
Stop paddling.
the form of the iceberg is almost sort of like a floating upside down traffic cone. There's the part that you see that's floating, and it sort of dips in a little bit in the middle, like it's a funnel or something. A little bit, yeah. It doesn't seem to like fully like descend into the water. It's like a dip in the middle.
like
Like
the
through
most,
into the
the
central
explosion.
part, or is it?
There are like cracks and bits that you could probably steer the boat towards the center.
This is weird.
This
Is
is
it-
very disturbing.
Is it magical? I don't know if we should get too much
How
closer.
close are we to it?
Now you're probably like 30, 40 feet.
If we're 30 feet, I'll put on the goggles and cast detect magic.
Yeah, let's not get any
Yeah.
closer yet.
You detect magic, and there's no you detect magic in the sense that there's no active magic here, but this was the basically origin point of a massive arcane event, explosion, something happened in the center, and
Leftover magical radiation.
whatever magic that caused this is gone. It's over. Any event that happened here is finished.
Is this a time when one of those spells that you mentioned before could come into effect? Detect person, find object.
I mean, you're finding stuff.
We are
maybe within 1,000 feet.
we can try that. Yeah.
Is that something?
Do you think that this is some sort of?
But it's like a one. You have one use that.
Yeah.
Well, do you think this is some sort of like illusion, or that this is the heart of the ocean?
If it was an active spell, I would have been able to see, but it seems like everything here is cooled down.
It's in
But
exactly the
something
right
happened.
place.
Yeah,
It's,
oh, yeah.
it's exactly the right distance.
If I look at the ink beetle on the map, like, does it look pretty exactly like where we have the heart of the ocean, or is it kind of not quite?
Not exact, but you're in the ballpark.
Yeah.
You're clearly like, oh, we're in the area, the general area, but it's the beetle hasn't crossed all the way to where your stitching has on the jacket has.
We
We're
could
slightly
be,
off.
but I don't know if we're quite that close yet. I think this might just be something else, but it could be related to the heart of the ocean, and I don't know why there'd be residue of such a large magical.
And there were people.
Events.
Everyone sees the people
Yeah. Look at that guy.
turned
Put
to
my head like
Coral.
in the water and then just like see what's like possibly underneath this thing and all.
Yeah, essentially.
I was gonna say, can I also look at if we can just see anything from like the frozen pieces that you can see? Is there anything like identifying on it, either like from a certain place or a certain time period of like the people that are
Right.
stuck in there?
Like the clothing they
Yeah,
wear.
yeah.
so
Like, does it look
water.
like is someone wearing like a Sutton Hoo helmet,
Yeah, yeah,
basically,
yeah.
or like?
I'm gonna make an investigation.
19 for me.
Basil, you stick your head under the water and you see that the underside of this kind of floating iceberg of coral, it does sort of come down into a kind of conical shape, but then sort of like ends maybe 30, 40 feet beneath the ocean.
Okay.
And it just seems to be just like just from the shape of it, especially looking at it from like an underwater perspective, it does look like something at the surface of the water exploded, and the explosion went both up and underwater, and whatever touched the water instantly just froze.
Mm.
So that's like this. If you were to look at it and in your mind you turn it over right side up, it just looks like a frozen explosion.
16 in investigation.
16. You're scouring like just the pieces of the coral. Any of the people almost unrecognizable at this point. Their clothes or whatever they're wearing are part of and have calcified along with it. You do see parts that stick and jab out that are clearly not body parts or anything like that, and you do kind of recognize the shapes of like, oh, that probably used to be like a part of a ship. This chunk over here clearly looks like a mast that was pushed this way. Just through the like architectural design, and you spent a lot of time there, it was at one point a Sylvan Dynasty ship.
Mm.
The the model or the type of ship looks quite old. Like the Sylvan Dynasty hasn't used this style of ship in a while.
What do we think, guys?
It looks like this was a ship and a crew, probably.
The fact that it was a
Yeah,
trip
or something exploded. Yeah.
some war and exploded.
Potentially. Well, it was a large ship, so
We can circle in the main ship look around and see if we find any other signs. Is that this is a perimeter? Maybe it's somewhere protecting something further ahead.
we can. Nik-Nak, are you able to kind of continue detecting magic from the front of the ship if we need to?
I can try. Sure.
Could you maybe send Parrot Slink to see what could be at the center of the cone?
I could do that. Yeah.
See
I was
what
just
you
thinking also, can we see anything on to the water surface in a kind of, are there any other signs of anything else similar?
No.
What if we just try to throw something past the
Yeah.
If we throw something at it, what happens to
You
it?
want me to just sort of catapult something?
I could throw a rock or, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what's something
Get
makes
more
contact to it.
Are we?
Okay. Why not?
Just be careful. I like monolith, like a little tower.
You guys watch as like Zakkai closes his fist as if he's holding something, but he's not holding anything. And just as that his
Science!
hand goes flying off as a rock, but he still has the hand. It's just the sand that came off, and it hits the coral, just kind of clatters and lands.
Well,
I feel like
it's
this
one
is
thing.
just what's left over from a spell. I don't know if there's
Yeah.
any magic really left
But it does
in
feel
this.
Well,
ominous.
it's good that nothing will touch it that will turn into more of it. So that's it was good. Should
But
we
we
just
should
try to
be on some sort
get out of
of
here and try to avoid any of the similar
Well,
magics?
Yeah, how do we know what triggered this and how to avoid us triggering something the same?
But I think your idea of sending Slim just a little closer at the center.
The center, yeah. Maybe
You said it kind of like goes down and
yeah, so maybe something at like the very center or something. Yeah. We can't get there and get any closer unless we want to start climbing on top of this thing and really get in there or fly into it. But
I'll have swim under that and kind of make their way through into the sort of central area.
Yeah.
And then let it down a little bit lower into the under the water in the center of the thing.
Like underwater, or you walking across
And
it?
then have swim on the surface and then get in to the sort of circular area and then dip down.
Gotcha.
Into the cup.
Because it feels like it's like
Yeah, it's like-
this, right?
yeah.
So if it's sitting like that, like it exploded from the center point, you want to kind of go in and look out.
No. Think it like make. Are you looking through Slink's eyes? Yeah. Then yeah, perception check.
That's good as well.
27.
I'm using my wisdom for that.
Yes. You're using your.
Yes.
But you see at the center of basically this explosion, you see a humanoid figure, maybe 20 feet tall. So like, not like gargantuan, but like this figure most likely was a giant, a hill giant or something at some point. You see that they are also completely calcified and have become part of this coral structure. And it looks like the figure's posture is one of desperation. It is kneeling, arms stretched forward as if pleading, and in its hands, fused to its hands like stones, a large cauldron-sized porcelain pots, essentially. You see that there is maybe at some point there was paint or decoration on it. It is long since eroded or worn away. The porcelain pot itself maintains its shape, but there are lots of cracks throughout it. It looks like this cauldron was the centerpiece of this explosion, but again, whatever happened here happened a long time ago. This is both a sort of marker, in a way, to that you're probably close to a place that has, like this creature is holding, incredibly powerful magical objects. So it's a marker that you're getting close. It is also a warning that this place has incredibly powerful magical objects. That does not mean that they should or could be wielded by just anybody. So this most likely was someone else who went to the heart of the ocean,
Dum-dum.
got this thing, toyed with it, and ruined everything. So it's less so a point of interest and more a sort of telltale marker that you're getting close.
Definitely,
relay that information back. to
definitely
everyone.
seems like a cautionary
It's a
tale.
very somber paddle back to the main boat.
Yeah, let's go get this thing out the way first.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anyone here to actually there's no entrance point or it's not like an island or
It does mean we are
near something
Very close.
very dangerous.
Closer to the thread.
Power,
Yeah.
source of power.
Yeah.
kind of scary. But
Well, let's get back to the ship, and we we should be fine. We know we're not trying to just, take any of the objects that
We
are
have
there. We
a
have
very specific
yeah.
mission.
You're,
Yeah, we can sail out here for nothing.
you're ordained to touch one of the objects at least, so
Yeah.
I don't think we should have to worry about that. And
Let's just all have our wits about us.
Yeah.
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 Let's go back to the actually puts a foot up on the railing and looks down and you're like, anything interesting? Anything we need to avoid or
We should have
shall we
done
just
it,
blast it?
But I think
No.
this time we're getting closer to the.
I like that.
So keep going.
I'll get on it.
Upwards.
Ahoy!
Same
Ahoy! She kind of reaches down and helps you all up and out.
just out of curiosity, is there any myth or story or anything about very powerful cauldron type of item that I've read or heard of before?
Make it an Arcana or History check.
Let's see if this one betrays me. It does. This one is my coolest. It's my coolest one, and it never works very well. You said history.
History or Arcana, you can choose. It'll give you different information.
I'll do 13 history.
I mean, you definitely recall. There's certainly not as many as swords and shield and stabs, and those objects are chock-a-block full of these books. You're always reading about some enchanted sword, some enchanted staff. It's always something like that. You remember a little bit. There's a couple cauldrons of note. Nothing that rings any bells like this.
Yeah. Just that frustration when you're like, I wish I knew this. I feel like I should have this adult.
It's worth noting that, like the figures that we saw in share, the figure in the center is it's been a long time.
No, the myths about this place have been swirling about for a while. So I'm not surprised that others have sought it.
It doesn't change anything.
No. We have to keep going.
This is our hope.
Yes.
Just be smarter than these guys.
Keep going.
I think as long as we're not trying to take advantage of what we find, then we should be fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Just keep an eye out, I guess, now.
Laura asked about me.
What?
Has Laura actually mentioned me?
No?
Okay.
You looking for her? She's below deck.
No.
She actually did insight. Alright. She doesn't care enough.
Excellent.
She kind of just walks away. Right, stay the course. Stay
Yes.
ahead.
Yes, of course.
Right, like that.
Full
She heads
speed
back.
ahead.
Point ahead.
Yeah, full sail ahead.
Oh,
A little bit of information.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanted to achieve or do on the travel day?
No, except I will definitely make sure I'm taking watch and looking the vision of the rest of it.
Yeah,
Because now we're
I,
closer, I want to make sure that we see stuff first.
I'll stick with Anara and I'll keep my goggles on and just
Yeah, in case we
ritually continue to cast detect magic.
Yeah.
I was kind of hanging out there.
Yeah, I'll hang out with 10 kind of feel
Yeah.
the juju.
I'll just be probably towards the front of the ship. Keep an eye out.
After the sighting of this kind of choral atrocity that kind of happened, accident, whatever it was, it's a sort of uneventful rest of the day, which before was sort of just relaxed, easy breezy, but after that it's now sort of tense that there's nothing. You're sort of expecting to come on it, and the rest of the day passes with nothing. However, it's maybe 2 o'clock in the morning when Laura announces that she does sort of a land ho call out, but she knows that we're trying to keep a low profile, so she will do it and let down to Shiesh, who comes down to below deck to whoever is sleeping. She kind of just stops and look at you all, taking a rest before just immediately pounds on the wall to wake you all up. We're here.
What?
We found it.
Well, I think we're here. Still not quite sure what we're looking for. But
Let's
there's
let's
something
go
out
look. Let's go look. Like
Yeah.
pop out of bed.
Yeah, like
Scrambling
falling
out
out
of
of the hammocks. Yeah.
Yeah, falling out of the Ugh.
Going out on the deck is
So much
another one of those times where it's like both like incredibly frightening but bizarre to see just the open ocean in the middle of the night. It is beautiful because you see the stars and the stars reflected on the ocean. It's beautiful, but also looks like you're just in space. So it's also sort of terrifying. But as you kind of get on the deck, she just points out, and you do see. It takes a minute for you all to kind of like spot it, but she does hold it and points. There is a sort of like flicker of light, as if there's a light in a window, but it's pretty far away. It's not full on the horizon, like it'll take hours and hours to get there. But she stopped at a reasonable distance to sort of let you choose what you want. She's like, there's light out there, and that's light from a funnel or arcane light, electricity. I'm not quite sure what it is, but there's something out there.
Do we take the dinghy and try to get on all over there?
Is this it? Are we?
I mean, I think it's about the
Are we gonna
distance
pack
and
up,
time.
assuming that that's what we're looking for?
Does it not?
Is there?
If I look at
be,
the
yeah.
look
Yeah,
at the
it'd be
Imperial again.
Before it was the shore, the opposed shore. The Imperial is maybe a couple centimeters away from being right where 10 marks.
We're definitely closer at.
Or
I think
But not
that would be
it.
yeah.
What I see.
Let's go.
Okay,
I
I think we should pack for it to be
Yeah.
for us to be
Let's
approaching.
prepare.
Basil's checking it
I
out.
think it looks like a.
Perception? 23.
20.
It's a bright bird.
Just
It's a light, alright.
I still get like a black for someone pranking it.
The quick things.
Yes, yeah, quickly, quickly brain, yeah.
By the way, the couple of days that you've been here, there have been the occasional like
Sipping on board.
one of you guys lays down to
Yeah,
bed
they're
at
right
night, and Tam you lay down in your pillows like squishes a little bit because it's been filled with beans.
Beans!
At one point during your training, probably it was on the first or second day, Anara, when you were training with Slink, you go to pull the sword from the scabbard, and it slowly as a bunch of molasses have been shoved into the scabbard, and you have to kind of pull the sword out. It takes a lot of cleaning.
In a sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah.
Just their
They've been
troops
gone.
remain.
Just
Their
like
troops have
here.
remained.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Basil, you do see what looks to be a structure surrounded by a structure. You see, the first thing that you see is what's emanating light. It's almost looks like the glass pyramids in front of the Louvre.
Mm-hmm.
It looks almost exactly like that. It is a kind of pyramidal shape, glass, and kind of held together with big, massive beams of solid gold. But this is from what you can see. Kind of like helps capture the light, kind of twinkles off of it. After seeing that, the attention kind of, and you've been looking in the dark for a minute, and with the light radiating off of the small glass kind of pyramid, you see that the pyramid is in the middle of a massive ring, hundreds of feet wide. It's a massive sort of like dull golden ring that sort of just floats on the ocean surface, and there are 4 kind of semi-hooked spires kind of positioned here and here around it that seem to, there's the ring, the pyramid in the middle, and then the spires on the ring that kind of like just hold place there. That's what it's.
I like relay that information.
I mean, that
Sounds
sounds like it. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's like,
Alright,
But
so
are those little like things?
But
that
half
have
of
the
it's
entrance
below the water.
We gotta get closer.
bit? Yeah, I think we have to get closer. I don't know. I don't know what's underneath it.
we gotta get in there.
It's dark.
Get in there.
Do we just go now?
Well, I'm if ready. you want stealth, it would be now.
Okay. I'm just wondering because I think the vision that you had of the heart of the
It
ocean
did
was full size with the band in the middle, and
Yeah.
but you also had a vision of the thread being underwater. So if it looks like half of the structure is underwater,
Then maybe that's
maybe
where
we do need to go
it
underwater.
is.
So
Everyone can swim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Wow. Getting a little
Mixed
So you have to get to it, and then it's like it underneath, and then that's what we got.
It's a little bit more difficult for me. That's all. I have to work a little bit harder to like stay up and afloat.
Could you help?
Oh yeah.
Well, do you want to use the mantle?
I mean, if
I can give you a bubble too.
what all of it, yes.
You would.
All of it, yes.
You'd get a
Speak
swimming
to our Latin
speed.
friends.
I think we should use the dinghy.
Yeah.
To get
They should,
Yeah,
they,
so
should
close.
stay, they should stay anchored a safe distance away so that they
Yeah.
can be
And then you can
ready.
keep it prepared like flash to like signal them chasing
Sure.
as well.
Yeah.
To get close to us.
Yeah.
Very
Defensive
nice.
mechanism. The towers, we should check this
Were they touching the structure, or
Yeah,
were they
they're
just
like-
up in the
No.
air?
But they're curved inward.
They're slightly curved inward, literally just like that on the corners of the ring.
Like how a ring,
Yeah.
a ring setting with a
Oh,
palm
but it's
would
not
be.
touching
but they're not
it.
touching it.
Like a north, south, east, west sort of deal.
They are equally spaced from each other.
And then how tall?
The spires are about like 30, 40 feet tall.
And they curve over and point inwards.
Just ever so slightly curved, just like a faint kind of curvature.
Corresponding with like the corners of the pyramid.
They also seem to be made of the same material as
Mhm.
the other one.
Yeah, like also
A same kind of like dull
Yeah.
gold brass kind of metal.
I think we're get closer and check it out, guys.
At the very least, yeah.
Do you want me to make a
Yeah,
copy?
do it again. That was really
So I'll
cool.
just make like a copy of, take an extra scrap of paper and make a copy of the map for and where we
Oh,
are.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah. Right, so,
That's where we are.
alright, so I'll take it and I'll write on it. I'll like circle where we are and be like, we're here. And that's literally all probably, right? Just about-
Put it back.
If you do want to use the mantle, I mean it has like downsides too, but it gives you a swimming speed equal to your walking speed. You're resistant to cold but vulnerable to fire. And if you use it to breathe underwater for an hour, you just get slimy and scaly.
Oh, so
So
you
you
don't
can
need the, you don't need the bubble.
skin.
That thing lets you breathe underwater.
So we have two people
We
breathing
can do
underwater.
it. Yeah.
First of that
Hold up,
one.
though.
Yeah.
That's more so what I
It's
want.
fine now. Deal with the frosty.
I'll give you the bubble then if you want to go
I don't
with
know.
Zakkai and do
Stupid,
like
that's
the
psychic
water.
damage. That's psychic damage.
Can do.
Yeah. So if Zakkai's going to do that as soon as we get to a point where we
It also gives you
want,
a
I'll
plus one to your
give,
AC.
I'll cast
Yeah,
air
you
bubble on
Yeah.
Pops.
And then
It's an attunement
you,
thing.
you and I can go try to see if we can go underwater and figure stuff out.
So you like
Okay, that's okay. I can swap out something since we're in the water.
okay.
It makes this thing kind
Because
of.
it would make you vulnerable to fire no matter what. Like it's not that's not part of the activation of it. It's just when you wake up in the morning, you just think either aquatic, aerial, whatever, terrestrial, and that's like the thing you have for the day. So you would have the swim speed, but vulnerable to fire, but
Okay.
resistant to cold.
Yeah, I'll use that.
And then you activate it for an hour to get
The
the breathing. Yeah.
That's nice.
Mantle of Grand Evolution.
Is it just Zakkai and Basil going out for scout first?
I think we're
Oh, I think
We
we
should all
We're
go
gonna
with
take
that.
the dinghy
I think-
close,
yeah,
and then
I
they're
think
gonna
it's
check
like
out
that.
the
Yeah.
water.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but they're gonna have the
Yeah.
things to
Okay.
go under.
Yeah.
And then we'll kind of see if we can learn any more about what's there.
Yeah.
And then we'll make a plan.
Definitely want to get within 30 feet of like detect magic.
Yeah, I want to see if
Yeah.
this
I wanna
band
see
is
what it
magical.
Also, we can set Slake and
Yeah.
Yeah.
at low res. to have-
we're the first thing until we get all the way closer. So
Yeah.
get there first.
Yeah, we'll take it. And
Second
so
half.
let's say
For the team.
hold the boat. Like, should we go there?
Yep.
Shoot.
We'll anchor off.
Oh yeah, do I have time to do this?
During
If we
the
have-
well, you're not rowing during the
We
part.
could
Give you an hour if you need to.
Yeah.
As preparations are happening,
We're
right?
like,
Some of us
Yeah.
can go grab some rope. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're rowing
Lots of rope.
Lots of
Lots of rope.
Ooh. The hour of 2 minutes. Like, does this man get some floaties?
That is adorable.
It is luckily just like a mantle and a cape, so you don't have to like cover the torso as you were dreading.
Thank goodness. Okay. Alright. then I'm ready whenever everyone else would be.
Alright, heading out.
Yeah.
Takes a little bit to row out there, but as you get closer, it looks like the massive ring looks to be almost dock-like. There's like hand railings. There's like occasionally as you row closer, you can see maybe 60 or 70 feet off. There's a part where there's a couple steps that dip into the waters for people to disembark off of the vessel onto the ring. Any boats? Not that you can see. Not
Do
that
you
you
want me to attune to the blackthorn rapier for the
Is that
locate,
the locate
it's
one?
locate creature, locate object, like one charge?
I mean, I can. If you want to use it for that, great. I have the spell locate object prepared, so it's up to you.
So it looks like some kind of dock.
Mhm.
This is the place where
It accepts ships.
boats interact with this structure.
Seems to me.
Can we see anything inside the circle other than it's just black?
There's the ring, and maybe it's once you. I won't say that you are on it, but you can see that once you step on it, it's maybe the walkway that is the ring is maybe like 15 feet wide before it ends, and it's just water again until the.
How much?
That's where the light's coming from.
Yeah, how much space between
Yeah.
that and the
The pyramid?
glass structure?
Maybe like 50, 60 feet.
Okay.
Because
So
the ring is almost like 100 feet in like
Yeah.
width or whatever you call it.
And there's no
Like
signs
diameter.
that it moved
Diameter.
or anything from within the glass structure. You can't see any signs of shadows or
As you get closer, it just looks like a glass pyramid lit from the inside with opaque glass kind of panels.
And there's no darker spots or movement.
No.
As if it's sort of big moving there. It's all just
Just Oh, you've unified one like colors and no shadows inside or anything. I will say because you said you were going to Nik-Nak, when you are casting detect magic and you get up to it, you like you didn't start the ritual again once you swim close to it. Cast detect magic and you look at the structure, and the structure's not there. You take the goggles off and it's there, but looking at it with detect magic, it's this place is specifically meant to hide for people who are looking for magic. So someone has flipped the detect magic.
Right. It's just is the ring.
No, the whole
thing.
When you put the goggles down, it just looks like a stretch motion.
I'll tell that.
Well, I guess that's a yes
And
then.
this is definitely the place.
Okay. I guess we don't really have a way to see if we're gonna set off some sort of trap or something except
Well, there are steps, and it looks like this ring at least is a dock, so presumably we're
People
supposed
have to come
to
here.
go onto
This exists for someone somehow.
it's true.
I
Yeah,
said,
if no one was
I'm
meant to
on top.
come here at all, they wouldn't have a dock, so
Are there more than one location where you can dock, or is it just one?
There's a few like every 20 feet or so around the ring. There's the little steps that kind
So, fairly well visited, without any.
Yeah.
or was it one?
Or it was meant to be.
If they're looking at
Right, right.
Historically,
Oh yeah,
there should
does
be
it
something.
seem upkept at all? Like, does it seem?
Is there barnacles?
of. Are you gonna get closer and on it?
Yes.
Is the band? How far is the band
Are we
from
gonna get
the
closer on it,
structure?
or are we gonna
Like
Like 50, 60 feet.
Oh, okay.
underneath first? But yeah, I see what
Oh,
you're saying.
So it's like 120 feet across.
Yeah.
With like
The thing in the
So
center.
the structure
We
size
can
of
dive
the-
under and then try to get a closer look from underneath before we go on top.
Yeah, look at like 20, 35 feet.
I just don't think. I just don't mind getting closer.
From this point that we can see, because
from the-
I'm assuming,
from the
my
ground.
assumption is that there's more underneath the water at this point too. So
Yeah.
it probably goes out bigger towards the bottom. Once we get up to the dock, I
Well,
think.
you
then
two-
Yeah, that's what we're gonna
Yeah,
do.
you two are-
Probably just all get closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna call for Piccolo just to make sure he's like,
There.
yeah.
He appears.
Yes. Well, we might actually be going into some danger soon, so I thought you would be here.
You'll die.
Well, that's why you're here. We'll just do everything we practiced.
No friends on that.
Well, we're all together, but I understand if you're more on my side than their side. But I'm on their side, so that's kind of puts you on their side. That's very nice of you to say.
They really worked on that loyalty. That's great.
You two ready?
All right, well, just
Ready.
stay close.
Yeah, as he does, as
No.
Nik-Nak does the little bubble on my face, I do another thing again where I just do my head underneath the bow, just to do another quick check of like what's underneath the water.
Give me a perception.
I think I see 21.
I mean, it is a fair distance away, and looking through like kind of murky ocean water, and at night. But even with all that, through the darkness, you can see that just as Tem sort of theorized, the pyramid continues for a little bit under the water, spreads out, and then eventually stops and kind of continues as like it's a gigantic long
Reverse.
diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but as it kind of goes down, it just vanishes into the depths. You're not quite sure how tall it is. It's just because it's at night, you can't really see. It just kind of vanishes into black ocean.
Do I see any? Does it seem like it's like smooth, or is there any other spark that could seem that there's like differences or like other openings? I suppose.
Same as the top. It's just almost like a completely encased, sealed glass kind of diamond shape.
Hey, do you want to keep going further? I don't know if there's too much more to see, but we can check it out, or why don't we just keep on going?
I think we just keep on doing.
Okay.
When you speak to you from God, you check out the walkway.
Yeah.
Maybe there are entrances there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's check out the little walkway. I don't think there's anything much more underwater that we can try to
Yeah, I think
see or get closer. It keeps on going, but
Just
see we do a quick dock and figure it out.
Walk around and see if there's maybe a connection or something that'll let us get
If
inside.
anyone else has been closing me on it recently too.
Yeah. We can look for signs of anyone who's been here.
yeah, there's not a post.
Pick a dock.
Pick a dock and dock.
Dinghy just drifts up to kind of bumps up against that gold railing. If you hop out onto it, it's just a sort of like bronzy gold mesh kind of like metal flooring that just continues around the big ring. There's no other features. Occasionally where those little steps are, there's a break in the handrails, but otherwise it's just a walk.
All the way around.
Are you gonna walk over?
Well, from where we are, can we see
You see,
any other structures, or is it all flat and docks?
the ring itself is just one flat ring. Doesn't seem to, other than those spires, there's no other features to it. And I'll say even looking underwater, Basil, the ring has no foundation or anything. It's free floating, but when you step on it, it seems very solid. There's no dip in the water or anything. It is a stationary structure.
There's no engravings, carvings, wood, nothing off the metal.
It is noticeably bare of any kind of like runes, emblems, or anything like that.
And like no barnacles or.
No, it seems to be really pretty well maintained.
And then the structure itself is just like panes of glass, kind of like huge
Yeah.
panes of glass.
It's just almost exactly like it. That pyramid loop. It's just panes of glass that are illuminated from inside. You can't see through it, but it just looks like a glass pyramid sticking out of the water.
Should we do a quick circuit?
Yeah. You can walk around.
Might as
Stop
well.
by
We're
one of those
gonna-
pillars.
We're
Yeah.
gonna need to find a way in, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should we both maybe take different ways?
I think we should
No,
stick together. Yeah, let's stick together.
I think sticking together here is of vital importance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the
You're not too far. You can kind of like you're sort of like slightly off the middle of one of the parts, and you walk over. It doesn't take you too long to get to the spire. It's once you get in it, there's like a slight awning that you kind of walk into. There's the spire. It looks to be once you walk up to it, especially you like that, you can see that there is almost as if a massive hinge that sort of sits on. Give me an intelligence check real quick.
7.
7. You're looking at it and you're not quite sure how it works, but it looks like that this spire is meant to kind of like be lowered and touch the
Right.
the
It was like
structure.
Yeah, I know, I enjoy that one.
close to it.
Yeah, so if it's like a claw, almost looking.
Yeah, it's like faintly curved, kind of like spire.
And
So
so
at the
like,
bottom here,
that would be like that circular bit. That's sort of like.
there's like clearly a hinge at the bottom here where it's meant to
But it's
reach.
It would
It's solid.
it would sort of like close towards the end, eventually touch the centerpiece, the pyramid in the middle.
This is supposed to move.
But it's
So
it's solid,
thingies
right?
do thingies?
I'll say when you get to it and you're sort of at the base of the spire, along this inner wall, it does look like there are some sort of like controls. There are like levers and cranks. No like
That's incredible.
there's no like labels or evidence of like what anything does. It's all unmarked. It's clearly like this is for the maintenance people who know what this does. Touch, and they don't need warning symbols or instructions or anything. It's just a small wall of a wide, maybe like 15-foot wide, 5-foot tall panel of just various levers. There's a couple cranks. There's at one point there's some gears.
It's your handful.
That's a lot of levers.
How many levers and cranks are we talking about? Just like a lot, like.
No, not too much. It looks fairly simple. There's only like maybe 2 cranks and then 3 levers and then like a couple switches.
How
Okay.
far is it to the next spire?
About like 25, 30 feet.
Oh, okay. Should we just see if the next one has the same thing,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay?
Go.
Move on to the next one. As you kind of hustle up to that next one, mirror appearance of the inside of that spire.
What are the odds the other two look like it?
I would say pretty high.
Oh, there he goes.
I think they're all the
Eventually,
same.
now the 10 comes right, or Basil comes running around the other side.
Well, what do you think? Do you think we just sort of test it out? I mean, this is a functioning contraption of some sort.
Well, is there anything else?
guys?
I guess I only hesitate because the other time someone seemed to have done something wrong, they exploded and calcified into coral. So
Can you tell me from configuration?
Yeah, I
of the
mean,
different ones,
I'll
like whether
give-
there's any obvious pattern.
Right, yeah, I'll give the actual mechanical functioning part of it a once over to
Give
see.
me an investigation.
Hey.
Queen.
All right.
100%. Let's get to work. Just kind of like walk up to it, and you almost kind of expect it to be. This is like some lost legendary archive of magical objects. You're sure this is going to be a safe that you will need to crack, and you kind of like walk up to it and piece things together. Like, oh, if you pull that lever to lower this, you twist that to like adjust this. You know how this works. Just
Hey.
It's
Like
like,
Mirage.
it's like
Am I
on.
right? Yeah. Oh, you just turn it on. Do I get the impression that like all of these things will do the same thing? Do they all need to be done at the same time? Like, I guess you know what? Fuck it. If I know what it's gonna do, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna activate it to it what it's supposed to do. All right. everyone.
Oh, okay.
Exactly that. There's a.
He's making this happen. Yeah.
Nik-Nak makes things happen. The machinery is silent. There's like just a couple seconds of tense silence after Nik-Nak is done before you all feel just a very faint kind of rumble as you see the spire slowly start to like lower towards the pyramid in the middle.
All four of them at the same time.
All
Just-
four.
just-
Oh,
Oh.
great.
I'll start lowering. And the spire, as you're at the bottom of it, it lowers and the wall with the levers remains, but the rest of the spire kind of lowers around you, almost like you're in a convertible. And it lowers, leaving behind you. Now the spire connects to the pyramid. You turn around and see that the inside of the spire is hollow. It's a walkway.
Good job.
Okay.
All right, now on.
Now on.
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent stuff.
Everyone's got everything. We got the.
One step closer, guys.
Yeah, I think so. Ready?
Can we see far enough in? Do there seem to be any entrances on the outside of the gateway that we can spot from the room?
It looks like that it does. There doesn't seem to be any appearance of a door entrance to it, but there does seem to be a landing of sorts where once you get across, you can maybe walk around. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. No time like the present.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Walk through this little walkway. It is also semi-open, but only in a sort of zigzag. While you're in the hallway, if you were to look up, you can see the sky, but sort of through a sort of wavy line through it. You get to the end of it. It does end and open up, and there's a sort of platform, a dais, or a porch of sorts outside. You see that there are other things outside. There are a couple fully empty and kind of discarded crates that had some maybe packing hay inside that has been left here. The wood itself looks like mildewed by the ocean. It's clearly been here for a hot minute. There are other, there's a massive pane of glass, and you see that there are two other, for you, Nik-Nak, they 100% look like service entrances. There's, once you're at the pyramid, there is one that sort of almost looks like a submarine door against it with a wheel crank. And there's another set of steps that almost look like they go underneath the water, but because there's a structure, the water just stops and you can walk down the steps and the ocean will still be up here. As you reach that landing, the light behind the glass pulses a little bit and the glass starts to slide away. Behind that pane of glass, another one slides away. They all kind of open and you see three silhouetted figures starting to walk out.
Oh God.
Well,
What does it look like?
I don't.
He's your people.
Yeah, I'm all over right now. I get behind him.
Make it sound good.
We come in peace.
Yeah, we're. Do you want to talk to them, or should we go to that
House
service
hall.
store?
House hall it is.
They seem to be coming out to meet you to greet us.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we did just activate.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not like we're supposed to.
They don't.
We're
They're hostile.
Well, just kind of just
Everyone knows
casually walking out.
the story is I'm here.
From Grisha.
I'm here on behalf of Enya for the Kindred Wept. Right.
There's three figures. One obviously sort of leading the charge, and the two flanking. The two flanking are clearly in robes of some kind, very studious white and purple robes with gold accents. The person leading at front, all three medium humanoid figures. The two flanking, one is a bit shorter, one's average 5'6", 5'6".
Oh?
Sorry.
Hey,
Zakkai was still on my mind.
That's what I'm here.
There's the two figures, and then the one leading the charge is a bit taller. She's, you can tell it's a female figure, maybe 6'3", 6'4". She's on the taller side. You see that she wears a very cinched and clean, crisp, almost like a fantasy version of a pantsuit, where she has these trousers, tall heels, a very kind of cinched white jacket, which is open and has long tails behind her. Not a single hair on her head. She's bald. She has eyebrows. She's
No eyebrows.
W.
I hate
W.
Oh, I was gonna bitch about everyone dyeing their eyeballs right now.
She has no eyeballs, or no eyeballs. No
eyebrows. Dear
I'm
God.
up all my descriptions.
Dear
She
God.
has no eyebrows
It's
or hair.
Okay. This could be really annoying, but I was trying to look up the item as we were walking across, and then we opened the door but I was gonna pass around this aged goodberry wine that I had. I found it in the bottom of my bag, so I was before we went over.
Sure.
Because if we take a minute to each drink a serving of it, then it gives you hit dice stuff, but also for the next 24 hours you can add 1d4 to any wisdom or charisma ability check or saving throw.
Okay.
Give me the wine.
So,
I'll say
Libation.
5 minutes earlier.
Drink after I give my victory lap.
Libation. Yeah.
Okay, what?
because nothing slaves.
Cheers, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, after
like red one.
Shut little bottoms up before
Famous
we went.
Yeah.
you know.
Because it has six servings.
Oh.
Kill
Yeah.
all.
So what is it again for hit points and the D4?
Well, if we were to, it lets you spend hit dice for something, but I don't think any of us need that. But it's enough nourishment to sustain us for a day and for the next 24 hours. Any wisdom or charisma, ability check, or saving throw, we add 1d4 to the total.
Sweet.
So wisdom.
Those three figures.
Yeah.
Approach you. You see there's the woman leading the charge, the two people flanking her robes look very much like students or they look very employee. They work here. And you recognize something similar to like a librarian or custodian of a temple. But the two figures walking, you see that sort of hovering in front of their face, maybe just a few inches from their face, there's a sigil kind of floating in the air that looks almost like a closed eye that's in front of both of people as they walk out. They are fully like eyes open and walking with it, but there doesn't seem to be much there. There's this kind of symbol in front of them. The tall woman kind of steps up, arms out wide. Travelers! You've come such a long way. Welcome, we really get guests out in the heart of the ocean. Come, what brings you to this sacred, wondrous place?
I can't imagine why no one's been here before. It wasn't that easy to find.
Yes, we traveled a long way. We're,
So you picked up on that.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite astounding to find you here. We had only heard rumors and done research, but to see it here in front of us is miraculous.
I must say, leaving this place is no easy feat. Please, you must be tired. Come, welcome, sit in.
We weren't expecting just hospitality.
Yeah, we had no idea what to expect.
Thank you very much.
Who might you be?
I go for it.
I am one of the head architects here at the Heart of the Ocean. My name is Elisa.
Oh,
Elisa.
It's so nice to meet you.
Yes.
Do I recognize like the robes of it for
Uh,
associated to any?
give me a history check with advantage.
17.
The two attendants, their robes, you don't really recognize, but you sort of recognize them as a uniform, and you sort of recognize them as like attendants station. You can deduce that they're just by their appearance. Those robes are clearly they're archivists. They work here. They're attendants. You recognize an apprentice when you see one. Her, she doesn't seem to be wearing the same kind of robes. She's in her own kind of outfit. That white ensemble that she's wearing really closely matches the description of what the cleric who was responsible for Valen's death and the death of that student, what she wore. She wore white.
White, bald. Yeah. Well,
Please come. This
thank
is
you.
not
Thank you. Yes,
outside.
we have traveled very far.
I was.
you have snacks?
You must be famished. Yes, of course. Come inside. We will feed you. Get rest.
Well, and I would.
Does she look very anxious to have us come?
Give me an insight.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Not
Hell yeah.
No, that seems easy enough.
Aim towards this guy.
There's no one can read it.
Alright. With a natural 20. 24. But still, natural 20 insight check. She is fully like being. She has the face of the best host on right now. She's 100% like, oh, welcome inside.
Any signs of anxiety or
I will say that
with this situation.
with that high insight check, there's no anxiety. She's not concerned, worried, anything like that. She is a bit surprised. She is definitely like, she was not expecting
someone like this place.
She was
Yeah,
not
someone
expecting-
shows up at your door at 2 a.m. You know,
That's
it's
She was
like-
expecting.
Well, yeah, no, like,
you're
asking for snacks.
Yeah.
That part though.
Yeah.
She was
But-
expecting someone.
But I
else.
don't like. Well, I guess I was trying to get for it. Does she look like she feels threatened, and then she has this plan to sort of by going? Okay.
She's open arm walking
Good
inside.
to know she didn't think anyone was on her tail though.
Gives us yellowness present.
Yes.
Oh,
thank
she
you.
is
Appreciate it.
I'm a bit of an like as we're walking in, I'm just like, oh, I'm a bit of an archivist myself. I'd be so interested to see your cataloging system and blah 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 blah.
You have certainly come to the right place. We have unfathomable amount of arcane secrets here. Unfortunately, they must remain here. I hope you
Oh,
understand.
Yes, of course. I mean, just to have found this place and to see them, it would be more than enough.
Certainly, and it is our responsibility to not only safeguard these items, these artifacts, but also for the knowledge to be free and for anyone to access it when they need. But obviously, knowledge and practical use of it are very different things and can cause very different results. So we are here to share the knowledge with the world and keep its practical uses under safe locking.
Seems like a
I
tough job.
agree with that
How long are you
wholeheartedly.
doing this for?
Yeah, this is quite the wondrous facility.
I've been a archivist. I'm about 130 years. You just see she has pointed elven ears. She clearly is an elven lady.
Did you replace somebody before you? Is this, is there a line of succession, or is this an honorary position?
As you can imagine, the position stationed in the far reaches of the ocean are not the most pleasing to those. So archivists that dedicate themselves here to the heart of the ocean will take shifts. I'm in the third year of my current shift, 47 to go.
So then, as we're walking through, are there other people
Yeah, how
as
many?
well?
Is the contingent here?
At this hour, not really. You do see that she kind of walks in. It is a very incredible. It looks like she's walking you through the lobby of a 5-star hotel. It's quite nice in here. You can see, on contrary to outside, you can look back and see out the glass windows and just see the empty ocean outside. There are a couple other attendants milling about. You see like a couple walking down a hallway, one carrying like a stack of books, and then one with like, no, they do not have this.
I'm looking around any individuals who look like they may be sort of security guards.
No. Doesn't seem to be. You don't see no one on display. Nothing on display. You see no guards of any kind, no weapons of any kind.
As I'm looking around, am I seeing doors that lead places?
I mean, from here, it's you do see a couple doors. It's mostly just archways and doorways that kind of lead off into different areas.
Do most, if not all of these doors look like they have locks on them?
A couple of them do. For the most part, there are no doors. It's just empty open.
Oh, that's what
Yeah.
you said. Okay, yeah. So
There's like the occasional door here and there, but a lot of navigating this place is just open halls. They're sort of built like a museum or a library. It's very open.
Signs of like stairways or levels.
Absolutely. You do see that there is perhaps the main like kind of lobby atrium that she's led you in is almost like the front quarter of the top of the pyramid, and then it sort of like ends in a wall. There's the rest of the pyramid, which is probably another few rooms or behind whatever this main wall is. But you do see that it branches off. There may be a couple other places up here, and then stairs that lead down.
Continue following her?
Yes. Yeah.
How
I
wondrous.
must say that I have. I'm sure you have an incredible amount of questions. I have an incredible amount of questions for you. How you were even able to get here? This is we intentionally keep ourselves quite obscured from the rest of the world for good reason. So forgive me if I reach out and try to ascertain if you are a threat or not.
Oh,
To the heart of
no.
this
No,
We-
not at all.
We couldn't harm a fly.
We're actually helping our friend on his pilgrimage.
Yes, so I'm
Purely
Through-
benign religious.
through my through my investigation into my deities, decision to gift me with a vision of this place. Apparently, there's some connected artifact here to her.
We get that a lot.
That's
How often
a
a
bit
lot?
surprising to hear. Those
Every so many decades, someone comes here seeking a artifact bestowed to them upon by some deity, some devil, some thing out there that seeks the knowledge and power that resides here. What is it that you seek?
well, it's not.
I only ask so I know if I must eject you from the archive now.
Oh, well, no, there's not anything, I think, very dangerous about this item. In fact, it's an item of peace. Is there perhaps a loom in your collection?
A loom? I do not believe there is a loom. We have a spindle.
Oh, that could be it. This item is involved in some form of weaving.
Well, unfortunately, we do not have a loom of any kind, but if you would like, down in one of our religious artifact vaults, we do have, I believe it is called the Spindle of Enya.
Oh, well, yeah, that is
Sounds like it could be what we're
very
looking
much
for.
a
It's right on
something
the
that,
table.
yeah, is, and you said this is a research facility, yes, or a library archive?
A bit. We are primarily a vault, a safekeeping for very dangerous artifacts and items. Obviously, while these items are here, we do as much as we can to investigate them, research as much as we can, seek out others like this, and make sure that they do not fall into nefarious hands.
And who is the sponsor or the benefactor for this organization?
I see. I understand you have many questions, but in the interest of keeping this place secret, you will understand if I did not spill my guts, as it were.
Sure.
I tell you everything.
Sure. Yeah. Yes. Of course. I'm sure there's. Institutions have their own ways of safeguarding their process. Well, that is most likely the object that I'm looking for. Is that one of the ones that's available to at least be seen?
So certainly, of course.
Okay.
Knowledge is free for everyone to acquire.
Well, that's why I'm here. My goddess has instructed me to seek this out. So.
Do you have any big eggs here?
Big eggs?
That's what I said.
From which creatures hatch?
I mean, I guess what's the biggest egg you had? I'm doing. I guess.
It's been a while since she had breakfast.
I'm here for the spindle. Just so you know, I don't. Yeah.
I do believe there is, at one point we had a rock egg in the archive. I do believe it is on loan to one of the museums in Fogtown in the Republic. But
Nothing bigger than a rock.
no.
Not a boulder egg.
No.
Bigger.
Oh,
Yeah, just let me be around.
just curious.
Please pardon the more
It's very
martial,
late. We've had a long,
members of our
we've had a
Yes,
long
indeed.
journey.
Yes, forgive
Are
us.
you really requiring? Are you really
Trying to get
requiring?
protein in.
Why don't we just head down to the vault?
Is it something that can happen now? Do you need preparation?
No, we can take you to a land if you like.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So if you will follow me, please. If you're loose track of me, I understand I walk pretty fast. Just follow the attendant. She waits for the two attendants that are with her before she kind of quickly turns on her heel and starts walking.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Zakkai, give me a insight check real quick.
18.
18? Still pretty good. As you sort of start walking and following her, you get this ping in your head. A sort of a recognition, a thing, something here is you are familiar with, and you realize that it is for lack of a better term, it is earth. Dirt. It is something. It is earth calling out to you somewhere here.
Oh. Do I feel any kind of... Is that directional at all? Or it's just a general sensation?
It's a bit directional. It's foggy at first, but it's one of those things where as you move, you can slowly kind of like, oh, okay, it's getting more foggy. But if I move this way, oh, okay, it gets a bit stronger. And just depending on where you move, you can kind of feel it.
Okay. Good to know. I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket as I follow.
As you kind of like walk with the group and follower, you feel it, and you do feel like it's you're going towards it, but maybe not like a direct line to it. The feeling gets stronger, but it kind of, depending on the curvature of the stairs or walking down this hallway, it kind of comes in and out, depending. But there's earth here, and for whatever reason, you can feel it.
Hey, guys, I'm gonna kind of quietly walk. There's some kind of earth here. First I felt of it since the boat.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
They have a magical jar of dirt.
They could, but I don't know. I kind of feel it.
Is it a lot of earth?
Do you want to try to
I
ask the
can't
guy?
tell. No, I don't really want to.
What do you mean you feel it?
It's like pulling me, kind of. Like I can feel it kind of wanting me to
I mean, if
come
it's
find it.
a repository
I
of
really do want to
powerful
go find
magical
it.
items, I
Really
wouldn't be
bad.
surprised there's some sort of powerful earth-related
Statue
item here.
Or maybe
We could see it
Stone.
next, or do you want to go there first? Maybe.
No, we can keep on this, but if there's an opportunity to, or if I feel it really strongly nearby, maybe we'll, reassess. But I just wanted to let you guys know because it's strange.
keep us updated.
So,
Also, while we're walking, she's like saying, "Oh, I walk really fast, whatever," and I'll kind of pretend to be like walking slowly to kind of get towards the back most part of the group, and then put my hand into my bag with the orb and say, I thought I had an item that I don't need to do the verbal component of spells, but maybe that's only spells.
oh no,
anyways.
you do. It is
I can't remember which one it is.
It's your bandolier bells. You can ignore verbal components for spells.
Would that count also for like the activation word for the orb?
No.
Okay. So then I'll just whisper as softly. Zakkai, go up there and cough for a minute.
Sure.
And then while he's doing that, I'll say it. So I'll say the word and to activate it, and then just say like shard of immortality, and then keep the bag closed. So even though it's like
You can feel it
pulling,
tugging.
but it wasn't pulling us hard enough to actually move us.
No,
It was
yeah,
just
you
like
just
we
feel
could
it.
sense it.
Yeah.
Feel the directions.
Yeah.
You say that, and then you immediately feel the bag get a bit heavier as the ball pulls down.
Okay. And we're probably going down too, right? Yeah. So I just want to have that active, and that's just going so that we kind of have a gauge of where.
Right.
She continues to lead you on. I will say as she goes down a couple different floors down to, you count 4 levels that she goes down. As you're passing from the 3rd level to the 4th, Zakkai, you feel that pull real hard.
Real hard?
On the 3rd level. It's as you're sort of like, as she continues down the stairs to keep going, you kind of keep going and immediately feel.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
This
I'm
is
gonna-
here on this floor.
I'll one sec.
Bathroom.
I'm
Gotta go to
gonna
the
follow after him. I thought I took him coughing as a sign that he wanted to go chase after it, as like one of the winking things. I like took it as like, okay, I'm gonna like.
I'm picking up what you put down. Nothing was put down.
Is it the?
But
Are
Yeah.
they going in the opposite way of the way that the thing is pulling?
I mean, they are staying on like the 3rd floor, and the ball is clearly pulling it further down. You know, stealthing away, right?
not really. She's not paying attention. Any other guys have the thing over their faces? Yeah. Oh, no, I'm stealthing from you guys. Just.
Oh,
Sorry, guys. I have to.
How
see
are you
this.
gonna find us?
Yeah.
Should we-
Are you allowed to do this? Are we gonna come back?
Well, should we just
Yeah.
all go?
Well, we're gonna attract attention if we start following each other.
I don't want to distract from our
permission. It's just
We know where it is. You can find it.
yeah.
You
yeah.
feel it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll yeah.
It's on this
We'll,
one.
we'll leave little breadcrumbs so you can get back here.
Yeah.
It's like rolling pellets of stuff on the floor.
We'll come back.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I just keep looking away.
We came down, so we have to come back up.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Make
You're
a
right.
perception check. If you keep looking back on the third floor. Okay.
19.
19. You kind of like linger and just do this sort of like everyone else starts walking down. You kind of like linger on the landing and just look down the hallway. You feel that pull sort of at the end of the hallway to the left through one of those kind of open archways. Along the top of the archway, kind of like carved into it, you see the Hall of Silent Paths, and that is where the earth is coming from, or that field.
How close is it?
If you're on that landing, it's maybe like 20 feet down the hall.
Yeah, dart over there. It's pretty quick. Just so I just want to look down. I don't want to go inside. I just want to get like a good visual of what is inside this hall.
Yeah. You sort of like go down the hall. There are a few. There's like two closed doors at sort of the beginning of the hall. Further you go in, there are two open archways that kind of, as you pass them, seem to be like studies or like reading areas. Inside the rooms, you see several desks where people clearly like take notes or copy books and stuff like that. At the end of the hall, there's the archway, the Hall of Silent Paths. You kind of glance in. The room inside is long and narrow, perhaps 15 feet wide and about 40 feet long. The entire hall is carved out of precious, almost like a peach marble, which stands out a little bit because it just doesn't match the rest of the building with the sort of glass panes and the gold. Light faintly shines in this room through narrow slits in the stone ceiling. All along either side of the long room are these little alcoves that kind of like go into the wall, and in the floor it almost looks like a small like recess, as if like a very large stone ball is supposed to sit in this. But each of these little dips they're filled with a fine grainy powder, and each one of these little basins has this powder inside. Along the end, towards the end, you see there's a couple of attendants that are just like looking in it, taking notes. You see at the very end there is a small group. There's an attendant and 3 people that you see the attendant kind of puts their hand out, and the stone, you instantly kind of feel almost like a prick in your mind as they hold their hand out and cast stone shape on the powder in the basin, and it immediately kind of rises, solidifies, and as if someone just put their finger in, carved out a teleportation circle, kind of like makes itself. The attendant sort of like bows and gestures for the 3 people to step onto it. Give me a perception check real quick. If you're at all interested in the people.
Yeah. 16.
Can't make out 100% of what they're saying, and they're pretty far at the end of the hall, but you do see, as soon as the teleportation circle lights up, the first of the 3 steps forward, and it's a woman, long, very tangled, red hair, big sword slung on her back, 2 hand axes on each hip, and there is a smear of black paint across her eyes. As she kind of like rolls her eyes a little bit, I fucking hate it here. She steps into the teleportation circle. Behind her, the 2 other figures sort of like wait for her to leave, almost as if they're sort of like waiting for that person to leave to talk. You see the 2 figures, very noticeable, because they stand out much like your group does. You see a very pretty female figure, heart-shaped face, but only female down to the waist, because unless you're a horse, she has a very like platinum blonde, uneven bob where it kind of comes out here and it's longer on this side. And seated on her is you think it has to be a tabaxi child, a small feline person sitting on the centaur's back, and the centaur kind of like, it's just really hard to go anywhere with her. She complains about everything. And the little cat goes, oh no, but this, what are you gonna do? The centaur kind of like, all right, well, we better get back. And she steps into the teleportation circle. As she does, you see the little like tabaxi or little feline person, her paws start to like
Oh, no.
crackle and fizz and start like kind of like as if they're you see very similar crackles between Tem's ears, but this one looks a bit more volatile. Sorry?
Basil's ears.
Basil. Who did I say?
Tam.
Tam? No, sorry. Basil's
We
ears.
both got the
Tam.
ears. It's fair.
Like you see the little cat person like sparks a little bit. She's like, "Whoo! It's happening again!" And they disappear. You see the attendant wave her hand again, and the teleportation circle stone shape back into powder. Give me an insight check with advantage.
That is 23.
23. With a roll that high, I will tell you that the reason that this earth it feels so strongly to you is that, first of all, this room and the earth in here and the powder seems to be the only earth here for quite a ways.
Yeah.
And it has clearly been here for a long time. With an insight check that high, these little pools of powder have been here so long, you think that if you took the time to communicate with the earth, you could learn the teleportation circles. The dirt remembers, and you could remember.
The dirt remembers.
The dirt remembers.
He speaks of the dirt.
With I can insight check that high, a couple of thoughts roll through your mind in the sense that like obviously you need to be a certain type of arcane user to cast teleportation circle. However, I'll say that because of your background and coming from a very largely criminal place, a person, even if they can't cast teleportation circle, a person who's a human library of teleportation circles is an incredibly valuable person.
Yeah. I just need one of them. You're right, I guess. I only watched them use one of them.
Use one of them, but there's the hallway's about
They're
like
all
40 feet long. There's let's see. There are I think there's 4. Yeah, there's 4 on either side, and then 1 at the end against the back wall. So there's 9 total basins of powder.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna pull myself away from it and rejoin the group.
Oof. We're just walking as slow as we can.
Wow, it's so
Hi.
beautiful.
So much glass.
Sorry, guys. Distracted by a thing.
Find the bathroom?
Yeah. And then as subtly as I can, I'm gonna kind of tell them what I saw, what I found.
You kind of like lean in and start to like tell the story of it before. We are here. She kind of like stops at a door, places her hand up. It's a door that looks like what only can be described as like golden arcane circuitry. It almost looks like a combination of a circuit board and runes that kind of like go all along this door. She kind of puts her hand against it, and they all light for a second. The door just kind of dematerializes. She's like, "This is the vault of our most sacred and holy artifact, so I must ask you not to touch anything unless we instruct you to, which we will not. So please do not touch anything. If you follow me." And she kind of like guides you into it. And it is, for the majority of you, except for maybe Tem and Harmony, it's just like, this is a room with a bunch of old stuff on pedestals that have no significance or meaning to them. To you two, you may not recognize them off the bat, but it is a treasure trove of holy artifacts and items. There are like swords that are just floating and slowly spinning on like a pedestal. There are these weird like, it just looks like someone has miniaturized a planet and a moon that are on a pedestal that is slowly just orbiting each other. And she kind of like beckons you over. Tim, you see on a pedestal floating above it is very humble, simple looking, long wooden, it just looks like a spindle that belongs on any spinning wheel, with a faint kind of like red, like painted stripe around the bottom of it. And there's like a ocean blue, like thick yarn kind of like half wrapped around it, just dangles off of it. But there is, without a shadow of a doubt, you know that is connected to any of that is the
Yeah.
spindle of Emir. And we'll pick up there next time. Welcome to the heart of the ocean. We hope you enjoy your time.
Hope you enjoy your stay.
Oh my
This
god. We're
puppy.
so screwed.
Correct.
It's like,
We have to get snacks yet.
Oh my god. Thank you.
There's magic earth here, guys.
Wait.
oh my goodness.
We'll sort out just what happens.
We're
next
walking into a
time.
trap and we have
Yep.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can all learn.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, you guys, here at Terragia. Come back next time to find out what the hell is going to happen here in the heart of the ocean. Don't forget that we have our Patreon, so head on over to patreon.com/TalesOfTerragia to get access to our subclasses, our spell list, and all that jazz. Until next time, you can also quiver in fear of the rest of these players.
Oh, join us.
Woo! All right.